Trump, dummy. Well, with the current climate in the United States, I believe it'd be best for us to seize this opportunity to focus on us and our progress.
Let's stop from the Bobby WAJ.
We have a nation that is more
All praise
concerned
be
with
to the Most
supporting,
High
protecting,
God,
and funding
and all power
other
to the
nations
people.
and
That
ignore
just is what it is.
to reparations to the people that have been the most persecuted and systematically oppressed in this world.
These niggas acted out, talking shit that they ain't know how to figure them out. You got a problem, we shoot it out, we can lose your mouth. Gunplay ain't no pain to me. So I tell my kids to pray for me to shred life. It ain't a movie, ain't make-believe. Ain't the niggas that they claim to be.
So you know I'm people think of me like it's valuable. You know there ain't no game to me. Got a mind like Malcolm X, but I grip like Tookie. Got this Tupac passion, but I grip like Tookie. Got this Marcus Garvey vision, but I grip like Tookie. How do you become successful when you grip like Tookie? A million men forming plans to recreate this shit. I hate this shit. They treating us like we made this shit. America hate us. They killed the Panthers, so I was made to grip. They orchestrate the cycle and murder anyone that can break this shit. This real life. Every time we get in a position to where we can talk about peace, it's always those amongst us who are co-opted that create confusion and subterfuge. And here we are. And Trump, dummy. Well, with the current climate in the United States, I believe it'd be best for us to seize this opportunity to focus on us and our progress.
Big homie said,
stop killing each other. We have a nation that is more concerned with supporting, protecting, and funding other nations
and ignores
obligation to reparations to the people that have
dudes are still speaking on me, so let's get into it.
Systematically oppressed in this world.
These niggas acted out, talking shit that they ain't about to figure them out. You got a problem, we shoot it out, close your mouth. Gunplay ain't playing for me, I'm feeling dead. So I tell my kids to play free, this real life. It ain't a movie, ain't make-believe. Niggas, ain't the niggas that they claim to be. Niggas. So you know what I think is valuable. You know there ain't no game to me. Got a mind like X, but I grip like Tookie. Got this Tupac passion, but I grip like Tookie. Got this Marcus Garvey vision, but I grip like Tookie. How do you become successful when you grip like Tookie? A million men forming plans to recreate this shit. I hate this shit. They treating us like we made this shit. America hate us. They killed the Panthers, I was made to grip. They orchestrate the cycle and murder anyone that can break this shit. This real life.
Every time we gonna
get into some content today.
Talk about peace. It's
no more agent wars. No more co-opted and compromised feuds amongst our communities, perpetrating to be leaders and all this type of shit, man. Out of respect to the homie, the big homie, Scrap Blue. Out of respect to the homie Butter. I made a decision to leave this guy alone.
Hey, Stills, I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hold on.
I just want to talk shit on this beat.
You know what I mean? I was gonna leave the brother alone, man. I ain't spoke on the brother. I ain't mentioned the brother name or none of that. But I just came across some content that was of this brother and another brother whom I don't know from out of Long Beach, brother by the name of P Nice, making me the topic of discussion. It's all good. I'm going to be as respectful as I can to both of those brothers. And I'm gonna try my best not to create some content that can be considered inflammatory and make certain people feel some type of way, but I'm gonna tell the truth. It's an old saying that if the truth shall kill them, then fuck them, let them die. If the truth shall kill, then fuck it, let them die. But in the original saying, it doesn't say F them. It says if the truth kills, then let them die. So we're gonna get into some truths. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put things out there from my personal experience, my perspective, and me dealing with individuals in their ignominious ways and some of the just treacherous shit that they used to say, especially about their own tribe. But I won't go into too much because I'm not trying to get individuals in a position to where certain guys take certain actions against individuals. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell my truth from my perspective, of my experience of interacting, dealing with people, and how it almost cost me my life, and it cost another brother his freedom. I won't go into that one without the authorization and the permission, to go ahead from the other brother who's serving a healthy prison sentence I won't go into that, but I will briefly touch upon it to give context to what I'm saying, to give context to the content. You know what I mean? I'm feeling myself. All praise be to the Most High God. Man. Hold on.
Trump, dummy.
Well, with the current climate in the United States.
Let me run this.
Trump, dummy.
Well, with the current climate in the United States, I believe it'd be best for us to seize this opportunity to focus on us and our progress. Stop killing each other.
Stop killing each other.
We have a nation that is more concerned with supporting, protecting, and funding other nations and ignores obligation to reparations to the people that have been the most persecuted and systematically oppressed in this world.
These niggas exit out, talking shit that they ain't about. Figure them out. You got a problem, you shoot it out, you close your mouth. Nothing they ain't playing me. I can feel the death, so I tell my kids to make me this real life. It ain't a movie, ain't make believe. Half these niggas ain't the niggas that came to me. They snatched out the niggas. So you know what? I got the thing with me, like I tell you. You know there ain't no game to me.
Got a mind like Malcolm X,
but I grip like Tookie. Got this Tupac passion, but I grip like Tookie. Got this Walker vision, but I grip like Tookie. How do you become successful when you grip like Tookie? A million man, forming plans to create this shit. I hate this shit. They treating us like we made this shit. They killed the Panthers, so I was made to grip. They concentrate the cycle and murder anyone that can break this shit. This real life.
See, every time we get in a position to where we can.
This is real life, man. Every time we get in a position to where we can potentially talk about peace and moving the culture forward, unifying our people, it's always agent provocateurs and those who are compromised and co-op that comes in and creates some level of subterfuge. If you're looking at it from just a surface standpoint, if you're just looking at it on a surface, you may be hoodwinked, bamboozled, and deceived. You got to dig. You got to get to the core of a lot of these issues. You got to understand how effective the ghetto informant program was on our people. You got to understand how the brothers that put something down monumental in the community of Watts in 1992 to where the United States government, the FBI, sent over 170 FBI agents to go to Watts and see how the fuck did these niggas that we are subjugating, that we are oppressing, how the fuck was they able to put this together? Go down there and sabotage it. Why you think the police came in like the Nazi Gestapo and started beating dudes over the heads at these peace treaty rallies, impounding guys' cars, taking guys' cars, and this has been documented. There's an individual that has a video that you can look up on the internet where the police seized his car, put him in jail, did a drive-by out of his car, and when he came home, he's in a hot car. But if you're looking at it from a standpoint of just seeing it on the surface, you won't be educated to this. You wouldn't be educated. You wouldn't be able to identify and see and point out and call out the ways of an agent provocateur. A person that's co-opted, a person that's compromised by the United States government and rooted in place, planted in our communities to keep us at odds. When peace ain't that far away. But it's the individuals that they plant. It's the individuals that they put amongst us that make peace seem to be out of reach. Peace ain't out of reach. Peace is something that's obtainable. Peace is something that we can actually bring in our community, something that will power us as a people and produce a stronger economy for us as a people. Peace is something that will catapult black businesses to the rightful positions where they should be at. Peace. How do we bring peace into our communities? As I have stated before, man, I gave my word and my word is bond. I give my life before I betray my word, because word is bond and bond is life. I said, man, I'm going to leave that dude alone. I ain't going to say nothing else about him. And I honored my word. Then I come across this clip of Brother P Nice from out of Long Beach and Bow Wow. having a conversation about me, brother P Nice. We don't know each other, brother. So you may be misinformed or you may be biased about who I am. Now I see why a certain invitation that was extended from me through your folks, I can see why the invitation was dealt with in a fashion that it was dealt with. I see why. You know, I consulted with my kin folks, my tribe, and said, hey, man, is it cool if I reach out to individuals and see if they want to build relationships, if they want to build stronger Black communities and come together and we just, open up dialogue and doors of communication by utilizing sporting events to build stronger relationships with other individuals. Quite naturally, I was thinking, let's connect with others in Long Beach. You know what I mean? It was a time to where we had a pretty good relationship with the brothers out there, to us even playing football with them. They won by a 2-point, not 2-point conversion, but off a safety. How do we reestablish those relationships with those brothers out there? And those brothers out there is facing racism from the police and a notorious racist gang by the name of the Longos. How do Black men come together? We got to create relationships. We got to be in a position to where we can communicate. You feel what I'm saying? But don't want to get too deep into that. I don't have a problem with this brother P Nice, but he may be misinformed on who I am because he's biased. Understanding him and Bow Wow, aka King Wowzer, has a relationship. So quite naturally, if a person isn't of a maturation, they're going to take the word of their comrade against a person who they don't know or a person that they can perceive as a potential enemy. Yeah, the gentleman says insane. Yeah, the brother from Insane. Yeah. And I'm not here to disrespect the Insanes nor disrespect brother P Nice. Brother P Nice don't know me. I don't know him. And it's on my end. It's an abundance of love. You know what I mean? I understand you taking the side of your partner Bow Wow. It's all good. But I also understand that people overlook the flaws of people that they are fond of. Yeah. People overlook the flaws of individuals that they were fond of. Just say for an example, I give you this analogy. You got a female. She messed with this dude. When they break up, when she's no longer in love with him, when she's no longer fond of this guy, that's when everything come out. Whether his measurements ain't the proper measurements that she prefer, whether his breath stink, whether he has doodle stains in his drawers, whether he don't brush his teeth, wash his ass, whether he's a bad, all that comes out when that woman is no longer fond of that individual. Now let's take it on a street perspective. You got two partners. They partners. This is my partner. I love my partner. The two partners get into it. One partner take on the stance of airing out all this person's dishonorable, dirty laundry. Oh, you did this. You did that. You ain't wooty woo, and you ain't wooty woo. People overlook the flaws. Those flaws been there. Those character defects been there. But now that you're no longer fond of this person, now you're going to air them out. When you're not fond of a person, you see all their flair. When you're not fond of a person, you see all of their flaws. You see all of their character defects. But let you become fond of that person, you start to overlook the shit that's a red sign. No, don't engage. Get away. Opposite direction. So on and so forth. But he's beautifully blessed, says he's definitely being biased. They're allies. I understand. You know what I mean? I understand that the brothers out of the Insanes have a pretty decent relationship with the brothers from out of the Jordan Downs, and that's beautiful. I love that. And I wish that more African American hoods can start, fostering and creating these type of relationships. That's phenomenal. But let's create these relationships not to be in opposition to other Black men. Like my homies. My homies fuck with the neighborhoods. Got a pretty decent relationship. My homies fuck with the East Coasters, which are neighborhoods as well. Got a pretty decent relationship. But my perspective is let's not fuck with them and take on their enemies. Let's fuck with them to a degree to where we open up lines of communications to strengthen and build better relationships amongst Black men. And hopefully one day we can be integral, we can be influential in potentially mediating or get individuals to come to the table. Because when you come to Watts, man, that's something that we have been notorious for. We can see past all the negative stuff and all this and all that, man. You know, I am a proud supporter and a lover of Tony Bogart. My big homie opened up those. My big homie Tony Bogart created another narrative, and I'm speaking locally for my the projects that I'm from. I'm not overlooking the contributions of Brother Daoud Sherrell's Elementary, the brothers from the Nickersons. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm talking about a dude that I grew up respecting and looking up to. For him to make that 360, excuse me. For Tony Bogart to make that 360-degree change, it was inspirational. If he can do it, I can do it. How do I learn from the mistakes of Tony Bogart so that I can be more effective in what it is that I am aspiring to do? And I sit back and I study Tony Bogart. I'm a student of his. I'm a student of life. I sit back, I study politics, I study war, I study conflict, I study peace. I am a student of life. And in my studying, my big homie Tony Bogart, I seen certain things like, okay, well, I can get sharper in this so that this doesn't affect me in a detrimental way. But getting back to what I was saying, Watts and the PJs have been effective in bringing individuals together. So if that's the position that we have, if we have these relationships with other people, number one, how about we execute them on ourselves and bring us together? We ain't got to be all buddy. We hang in your projects, fuck y'all females, and vice versa. But them females gonna fuck regardless. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you, man. But we hang in y'all projects, y'all hang in ours. And no, we're not trying to do that. But what we're trying to do is properly guide these kids to something that's more beneficial to them than what it was to us. We're trying to shape the way that these kids look at each other, perceive each other, and ultimately interact and engage with one another. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to restore order to our community. And that's why we got to start using these relationships with certain people to hopefully get other individuals to come to the table, share the vision, and come together. But we're going to jump into this content. Beautifully Blessed said some profound things. Don't join forces to be on BS. Exactly. Beautifully Blessed says, and you're very good at what you do, and we appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much. We want to get into this topic, the topic of discussion. Brother P. Nice did an interview with Bow Wow, and I just so happened to be the caption on the video. So let's get into it. And I am going to refute, dispel, and clarify a few things as it pertains to me, my integrity, and who I am as a member of the community of Watts and Pure Course housing projects, and who I am as a man, and a man that's pushing for peace. Let's get into it. I wish they had not did this. Everything was cool. I wish they had not did this. Like, what? Like, listen, man, what was said, it was over with. Individuals had conversations with two guys that I love and respect, Butter and Blue Man. They had a conversation with some brothers from out of the Jordan Downs. Blue Man say, hey, Heedy, me, the homie Butter, and some brothers from over there had a conversation, so on and so forth, out of respect for me and Butter. Can you not? I say, man, for sure. Nigga, I love both of you niggas. You niggas is my big homies. And I know in this situation, you're not ill-advising me. So if me refraining from speaking this brother's name is going to push us forward towards the acquisition and the accomplishing peace, homie, division is bigger than me in my personal perspective. In personal, not necessarily feelings. So I say my personal perspective of a particular individual. If me vocalizing my suspicions or my knowledge or suspicion, let's just say suspicions of an individual being this type of individual, if that's going to hinder us from obtaining peace with these brothers, then I'm going to silence myself. Ain't no more to be said. If I'm needed, I will be there. If I'm not needed, then I'm a chill. Even me just having a conversation with a guy from the Jordan Down Housing Projects, that's the Great Streets, that I got an abundance of love for. I say, listen, brother, if my presence, if me being a part of the push for peace offends people or, make people feel some type of way, brother, I'm going to remove myself. He say, hell no, nigga, you can't. Whoop, and all that. But it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about these babies. It's about our community. It's about the mothers. It's about the grandmothers. It's about Bobby. I don't do this shit for credit. I don't do this shit for bragging rights. That's not what I do it for. I do it so we can see the effects, so we can see the results in our communities. When these kids is going to Markham and it ain't Gray Street, PJ Bunny on the Haciendas and in all this separation. I do it so we can see effects in our community. I don't do this shit for credit. It's a lot of shit that I can come on here and brag or boast about, but man, it's not for credit, man. It's for results. It's for effectiveness. It's for being able to see the fruits of my labors, your labors, they labors, our labors manifest in our community, and that's what it's for. Mr. Nice One 1839 says, what's good, fam? Peace and blessings. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is what's good for us, Ken folks. Beautifully Blessed says, it's not about you, but ain't nobody else pushing like you. There's not. Even Brother Bow Wow, Mr. King Wowzer, he knows what's up with me. He know where my heart at, and I'm not talking about, on just no gangster type shit, but the love for my people. Because when, as he will say in the video that we're about to get into, when he was in an Imperial Courts housing projects and he seen, and some guy seen him, I say, no, Heedy, you cool. Oh, Steve, I gave you my word that y'all was going to be cool when y'all came over here. Nobody's going to do nothing to y'all. And if they do it to y'all, they got to do it to me. I don't care who it is, whether it's from my tribe, and I'm not speaking against my tribe, but if I give you my word that if you come to my headquarters, that you good, and my homies come and say, no, they ain't good, yay, you shouldn't have did this, that, and third, whatever they do to y'all, they got to do it to me because I gave you my word, and word is bond, and bond is life. I will give my life before I betray my word. Bow Wow know what's up with yay. When he seen those dudes, and those dudes seen him, I told him, don't worry about nothing. Because if them dudes, and it's going against them dudes, this is our neck of the woods. You're not going to come over here and trip on our guests. That's not what you're going to do. So if those dudes did want to take violent actions against Bow Wow and Bow Wow homie that was with him, I would have represented and I would have rolled for Bow Wow and his homie as if they were a part of my community, my neighborhood, my neck of the woods. I would have rolled for those brothers as if they were PJ Watts members because I gave you my word that if you come over here, you cool. How would I let some outsiders come see you and like, man, that's Bow Wow. And then they do something to you. I would be a bitch. I would be a coward. I would be things that I am not. And this brother knew that my word was good. This brother knew that my integrity, my morals, my principles is unshakable. This brother knew. This brother knows who I am. In the same fashion that I know who this brother is. But I have never said any dishonorable or ignominious shit about my community or my homies. Nobody. But I can't say the same for other dudes. See, doing this, we can open up a whole nother can of worms. But it's 2026. I want to try to do things differently. He'll talk about it. There was a video that was dropped, and I told y'all about this. Some young brothers from the Jordan Housing Projects did a video where they was disrespecting people's hoods. When a homegirl, rest in peace to her, when she hit me about it, she said that the young homies was, upset about it, and they wanted to go do some things. Man, hold on. No, they can't. Number one, no disrespect to a particular individual, but a particular individual already has some crazy stuff on their name. So young partners, y'all don't want to go out there and do this, and then you find yourself being told on because a person that knows what you are plotting or what you are thinking or what you are about to go and execute already got some questionable shit on their name. So now you're going to prison for sure, expeditiously. You're going to prison. Especially with this person seeing certain things and whoopty whoop, and by the grace of God, the person called me. Everything been cool. Did I take the best approach at criticizing the brothers who made that video, talking about unaliving other people from, the different housing projects and another gang that they beef with? Maybe I didn't. But we're too old to be doing certain shit. But without further ado, we gonna jump into this video, man. We gotta learn from our mistakes and the mistakes of others. A smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. I'm gonna leave that with you. Let's get into it.
Words was conversation was, hey, I got some people with Baltimore. We're gonna do this movie thing. You know what I'm saying? But I had that same history. Me and him, we had like a little debate. Man, like my little game banging time.
You
man.
a real watch baby.
Like this.
Bobby, damn, Bobby Jones, Bobby AA.
Yeah. What? When I first.
See, I don't know if the brother P Nice is trying to be funny. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a place of sincerity. So I prefer to give the brother the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if he's trying to play with my name. Like, I don't know if it's this, like, I don't know. My name ain't Bobby Jones. My name is Bobby Yeye Jones or Bobby Ye. You understand what I'm saying? The only people that call me Bobby Yeye Jones is informants and snitches. That's it. And, you know, individuals who work in some capacity or another for the government. Nobody calls me Bobby Jones. You know what I mean? I've been called Yeye all my life. My internet name, for those who know me, is Yeye. If you really know me and fuck with me, you understand what I'm saying? Is Yayo and all this and all that. But nobody, not even my family, calls me Bobby or Bobby Jones. Everybody calls me Yeye or Yayo or you know what I mean, Bobby Ye. That's my internet name. So I don't know if the brother is trying to, you know what I mean, like kind of like trying to be, you know, shady. I don't know. So being that I don't know, I don't want to assume and create problems where no problems exist. But I am not ignorant to the fact that this brother in Bow Wow is partners. You understand what I'm saying? Yola, yeah, Yola my name too. So I don't know who this person is, like, but yeah, Yola, that's one of my names too. Like you gotta know me or know somebody that know me to know that some people call me Yola. Yola. You feel me? Yola, Ye. You know what I mean? Bobby Ye, that's my internet handle and all this and all that. But let's get into the content, man.
Started coaching like 23.
Yeah.
22, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I like it, man. I love to keep me just afloat with a lot of stuff that's been going on with me.
Right.
Which we gonna dive right into, man. You know what I'm saying?
So
keep me afloat. Listen to those words. Keep me afloat with a lot of stuff that's been going on with me. So these brothers had already had hey, man, all praise be to the Most High God and all power be to the people, man. So these brothers had already had this planned out. It wasn't something that just happened just on a whim or fortuitously. How we know that is because it's evidenced by what? When you assume things or you believe things to be something as this, that, and third, you got to prove what it's evidenced by. It's evidenced by, number one, the title is my name. Bow Wow closes up, or excuse me, Bow Wow clears up Bobby Yeye Jones allegations. So this segment is pretty much about me, number one, because it's titled with my name in it. And then when the brother just said, you know, it keeps me afloat and some with things that's been going on with me or in my personal life, whatever the brother said. I'm not quoting verbatim, I'm paraphrasing. So that was the cue for us. Let's get into the situation with Bobby Ye. You talk to my homies talk to you. My big homie say, Ye, leave Bow Wow alone. Do it for us out of respect. Like, leave cuz alone. There was another situation that had came up. Whoa, I didn't know that. Hold on. I didn't know this. Somebody says that these brothers is blood brothers. I'm not sure of that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't give any legitimacy to this claim, but somebody said that these brothers is blood brothers. I don't know. But getting back to the content, like, you feel me? I gave my homies my word. Even when another situation had manifested, I said, man, you know, I told my homies that I ain't going, and I've been honoring that. Like, why? Like what was the like why? Like, why? I just want to brother P Nice, brother King Wowzer, why? what was the relevance of this this broadcast about me? Like, you know what I mean? Everything was smoothed over. If me and a brother encounter, or anybody from his section that feels like I disrespected their section, which I have never disrespected their section, and said no G blank, no will you, but none of that. You feel what I'm saying? It's always individuals that I go after. But people feel some type of way over their homies and people that they love. So some guys are split. There's some guys that feel like, man, and there's some guys be like, shit, we've been thinking the same thing. Just to keep it, just to keep it a buck. Call a ball, a strike, a strike. But if me and his brother encountered him, or if me and his brother encountered one another and he got it on his mind, we would have dealt with it in whatever fashion we deal with it. Am I going out looking for some trouble? No, it's 2026. I'm looking for wealth. I'm looking for prosperity. I'm looking for success. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm seeking. That's what I'm manifesting and attracting. But you got to also understand the duality of life. Just because you have a lot of lessons, that don't mean that you're not going to have challenges and hardships. That's part of the lessons. You understand what I'm saying? So just say me and his brother, or any brother from his section that I have said some disparaging or disrespectful things about. When we encounter each other, whatever you own, it would be matched. You would be raised. You know what I mean? So I'm not here copying no. Oh, please, not that's not me. That's never been my get down. Anything that I say, I'm going to stand on, and that just is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So when me and his brother encounter each other, it was going to be whatever the fuck he decided he wanted to make it. It would have just been that. And that's what it was going to be. I gave my homies my word. Leave the guy alone, man. I'm going to stop. Okay, for sure. But I love you. Blue man, I love you as well. And I did my best to keep my word. But let's get back into the content.
What's actually been going on? Like outside of coaching stuff, look, we done with that coaching stuff now, right? With this conversation. Other stuff's been going on out here, man. I've been hearing your name. People been talking about you on the vlogs and all that stuff. All the little
I call it hate talk.
Hate
Bobby,
talk.
Damn.
Okay, the brother said hate talk. He didn't say hating. So okay, long as the brother ain't say that I'm hating on him, you feel what I'm saying? He said that it's hate talk. It can be misconstrued as hate talk. So you know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's hate talk. I'm not saying that it's coming from a place of hate, but what I'm saying is that I understand why he would misconstrue that as that.
Bobby Jones, Bobby AA. Hey, yeah, how you say his name?
That was
Bobby what?
See, this nigga know me.
Bobby Yay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like AA. Been going on out here, man. I've been hearing your name. People been talking about you on the vlogs and all that stuff. All the little
I call it hate talk.
Bobby Jones, Bobby AA. Hey,
yeah,
how you say his name?
That was
Bobby what?
Bobby AA Jones.
Bobby Yay.
Yeah,
I thought it was like AA. Okay, Bobby Yay Jones. That's cool, man. Our last name Jones. Come on, Bobby. What's going on, man? We Joneses out here, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Big dog, please don't form a decision and you don't know both sides of the story. An intellectual, a wise, a mature man would allow both parties to express the gripe, the grievance, or the disagreement. So, brother, please don't insert yourself in a situation that has nothing to do with you unless this brother is indeed your blood relative, your blood relations. Then I can understand it. You feel what I'm saying? But off top, you just saying this and saying that as if I am the provocateur or if I am wrong, it just shows that you are biased. But let's get into the content, man. But if you want to know what's going on, y'all heard him say, hey, man, y'all heard Brother P Night say, hey, Bobby, hey, what's going on? I'm going to let you know what's going on. You may not like it, but I'm definitely going to let you know what's going on. Hold on, let's make sure that we're showing some love over here. We showing love over there, man. And I'm just creating this video not to create further conflict, confusion, and nonsense. That's not why I'm doing that. I'm doing that to clear my name and tell my side. Not to get the brothers from Gray Street upset. Not to get this P Nice guy and his feelings and so on and so forth. I'm not doing this to create violence or further hostility and all that. That's not what I'm doing. But these individuals spoke on me, and then I have the right to come and either defend myself or, express myself. Let's get into it.
Man, that was an old partner of mine, man. Like we was on the same journey of like we was pushing peace. Like how come?
Oh, y'all was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all know each other.
I used to go to the pre-recordings with him, like for him inside of his house.
What the fuck?
We had no issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? He brought up a situation like sometimes I'm like, hey, bro, like I'm a believer. I don't even know what he's talking about. So I'm listening to him. He talking about something with a car or something. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But I got a relationship with
Pause. God, if I'm lying, please take my life tonight. I want y'all to look me in my eyes when I say this. Hey, man, one of the most precious things that God has ever blessed me with was my son. I put that on the memory and the legacy of my son, that I'm not lying. There was a situation when a brother from one project lost his life to another brother in another projects. And I want to be intentional and responsible with my words because I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to take I don't want to open old wounds. So I'm gonna be very intentional with my words, but follow me. If you from Watts, you know. One brother from another housing project that's not my housing projects lost his life to another brother from another housing projects in another city. Peace to that brother. May God continue to strengthen your family day by day and be better able to exist with that pain that never goes away. So it was some brothers from one housing projects that came to our housing projects. They pull up on one of my OG homies. The OG homie who initials is P and D, right? They pull up on him, they jump out, brandish a weapon, say, some very disrespectful things, this, and that, a third. This is after they homie, had got unalive. So the homies is in an uproar. Man, whoa, man, hold on, man. Like at the time, I believe Bow Wow to be an honorable guy, to be good people. I say, man, I got some good people over there. One of the dudes that's like one of them dudes over there, man, that just hold on, cuz like they ain't do nothing to the homie. All they did was jump out and, studioed and, hip jacked and pump faked and all this and all that. They ain't do nothing to the homie. They ain't fire off no shots and none of that. So it ain't worth us going to war for like not right now, cuz like if you got any love for me, Heedy, please allow me, cuz, to try to mediate this shit, cuz, and let me reach out to my folks. What was it? It was a burgundy Lexus, this, that, and third. Woody wop 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 and all this. I called Bow Wow. Word is bond. God, if I'm lying, Lord, if I'm giving false account, God kill me tonight. On Steve-O, man, on my baby, on my son, dog. This ain't no lie. I hit King Wowzer, brother Bow Wow. I say, Bow Wow, man, listen, your little homies just came over here, man, and whoopty whoop whoop and all this and all that. They jumped out, this, that, and third, whoopty wop wop and all this and all that, like, right? He say, man, hold on. He was either in his hood or he said, I'm going to the hood or whatever the case may be, right? He said, give me some time and whoopty whoop and all this. When we had the next conversation, he say, oh, man, it ain't no car like that over there. Ain't nobody over here to fit that description. This, that, and third, whoopty whoop and all that. So it couldn't have been. It probably was somebody trying to, no, nigga. Within the time of me waiting on his response, another brother that's from that housing project on Stevie, man, word is bond. I had reached out to him because this brother was really fighting for peace in the community of Watts. And this brother is a very distinguished brother. This brother is a brother whose word is bond. This brother is a brother who's full of integrity. This brother is a brother that has enjoyed the luxuries of life. A very successful brother. I won't put his name out there. I don't have the permission, but if anybody want to do any research and investigating and all that, it can be done. After I talked to King Wowzer, as he calls himself, Bow Wow, that brother hits me when he gets into the Jordan Downs, and when he hits me, he's irate. He say, man, this whoopty whoop whoop is right here with the same dude that you described with the same car, this, that, and third. Bow Wow, some credibility with me. I should have just stopped fucking with him then because word is bond. Fast forward, I'm gonna jump up a little bit. He and I get into a disagreement over the internet. His big homies, myself and him, three of them wanted me. And I got so much love for certain brothers from that section and all this and all that. I'm not even tripping that it's two of your big homies and you having a discussion with me. I should have grabbed one of my big homies, but number one, I'm a man, I know how to stand alone. And number two, I got an abundance of love for these dudes. One of the dudes is my mentors. Word is bond. And I didn't have, let's just get into it, right? So we talking, and I'm like my nigga, you been doing shady shit. You been doing like borderline weird shit. I say, my nigga, what about the situation with Alexis, this, that, and third, and whoopty whoop on my son, on everything that I love and hold dear? He say, oh, man, see about that was different. I just couldn't get into it. No, nigga, you gave false account. Nigga, you said that you didn't know who car that was. You said that the little dudes that jumped out on a big homie went from over there. And now imagine if I would have took that misinformation to my homies, man, I lose credibility with my tribe because I could have taken your word. But by the Most High God, when you're on a righteous path, God is going to send you allies. God is going to send you individuals to sustain you. God is going to put the right people in your life at the right time. Rest in peace to my partner, Ela. That was another mentor of mine. That was another individual that God sent into my life at the right time. So what I'm telling you is actual experience that I have lived. Now imagine if I would have went and repeated that false witness, bear false witness, and gave a false account because this motherfucker said some bullshit. Man, I don't know who called that is. We ain't got no, well, we look over here. It's probably like, nigga, you was a liar. Oh, man, see that? Man, I couldn't get into it, but I handled it. No, nigga, a false account. And you didn't handle it. That was strike number one. And this is me just speaking to him, speaking about the situation where he said it was something about a car. That's the situation about the car. I don't need to come on this motherfucking lie. I don't need to masquerade and pretend to be anything other than who and what I am. And that's Bobby Ye Jones. That's Bobby Ye. I don't need to create facades and be mendacious and deal with the dissemination of lies and the creation of lies and all that. That's cuz specialty. Stay tuned. We about to get into it. Listen to me. Word is bond. We had this conversation on the call with two of cuz G homies and him. And I said this, that, and third. And he's like, oh, man, but see, I couldn't, but I handled it. Like, no, nigga, you gave false account. Let's get back into the content.
A lot of people over there since the beginning of time, man. Like, of my little gangbanging time.
You
man.
a real watch, baby.
Like, this shit go back to the late 80s, bro. Like, with me and them dudes over there. You know what I'm saying? And some of them dudes' parents and uncles and aunties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so now he attacked me a few times. And I seen it. I'm like, I want to respond. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? I see you, we'll holler. You know what I'm saying? You tell me that right here. You know what I'm saying? I was more on that.
I'm not going to even say what I want to say, but all right.
We didn't have no just big threats and other type of stuff. It was we had the inception of Watts, Grape Street, and PJ the Beef, which I don't like to dive into.
Nah, it wasn't this is what it was. I made a video. And I was about one of the first Crip hoods in Watts. You know what I mean? That's what I was talking about. And I had said that a lot of people believe that Grape Street Watts was in existence before PJ Watts Crip. That wasn't the truth. PJ Watts Crip can be arguably the second Crip hood that was created in Watts. PJ's was in existence. And I had tied it into, saying that us in the Gray Streets at one point in time, and I've said this a few times, us in the Gray Streets at one point in time, we was like the 60s and 40s. We was like best friends. Them was our brothers. Word is bond. You know what I mean? But me saying that the PJs was in existence before the Gray Street Watts Crips, that sent him on his investigation. He called me a liar. He said, oh, no, that ain't true, man. Wooty whoop. Is there any big homies that can speak up, man? Because Wooty whoop, how is a young nigga talking about this, about Watts and Wooty whoop and Gray Street being here, this, that, and third. And he started taking down all his videos once he was proven to be wrong. PJ Watts Crip formed and started around the same time as the Hickory Street Crips. That's how far back it goes. So you can say, now let's just say PJ is the third Crip hood in Watts. You go Hickory Street Watts Crip, and I guess you go 10 Line Gangster Crip, which is an older set than other sets and wants. I don't want to say specific hoods and dudes getting their feelings, but the Mario and his brother, they started 10 line. 10 line used to stretch all the way down to on the other side of the tracks behind the Nickerson. You understand what I'm saying? So it can be Hickory Street Crip started under Tyrone Tate once they broke apart from the Green Jackets. Hickory Street Crip, and you can put PJ Watch Crip as number 2, or you can put 10 line Gangster Crip as number 2. And then depending on how you put it, Hickory Street Crip, PJ Watch Crip, 10 line Gangster Crip, Jordan Down Crip. That's how it is. So the brother's like, oh man, he lying, and he tried to get some of his big homies to come here and challenge me, but you can't challenge the truth. It's not a big deal that PJ Watch Crip was in existence before Gray Street Watch Crip. And I also gave the Gray Streets their praises, their credit. Man, that's a brand. Anywhere in the world you go to, you gonna hear about either Gray Street Watch Crips putting it down there, being there, or people being exposed to some certified cripping from the Gray Streets. So I don't come on to disrespect these brothers. That's a brand. When you talk about hoods like Sex Soul, A-Trade, East Coast, you got to put Grape Street in there too as far as cripping. You can't take none from those brothers. And even when I sing brothers' praises, they still like to extract me saying, oh, PJ's was cripping or PJ's was a hood before Grape Street. But what about all the amazing things that I done said about y'all? And we already know the interactions between the housing projects that I'm from and the housing projects that they're from. We know that it's not a cordial relationship. So for me to come on here and still sing praise and don't say anything disparaging or disrespectful about them, that speaks a lot about my character. Shout out to the Gray Streets. So, I had put that information out there, doing some things about the history of Watts, so on and so forth. He got offended. He got in his feelings. He wanted OGs to debate me. Oh, if a dude wasn't born before, he shouldn't even be. Because he felt like his hood was he felt like Gray Street Watch Crip was a hood before PJ Watch Crip. No, sir, it wasn't. And that drove him into doing an investigation, doing research, and it kept on coming back. You're wrong, Bow Wow. You're wrong, Bow Wow. And that same phone conversation that we had with his 2G homies and him, his big homie told him, man, when I was going to Markham when I was going to Markham Junior High School, it wasn't no Gray Street Watch Crip, but it was PJ Watch Crip. He was like, oh yeah, because I was told you was misinformed, bucko. Whoever told you what they told you, nigga, they told you wrong, nigga. And we supposed to clear that up. We gonna get more into it. I just want to go case by case. I want to go point by point as he present them, and then I knock them down. I refute them, and I dispel these myths and these false accusations or this information that he's putting out there. So we're gonna go bop, bop, bop. I don't want to jump ahead, but there is going to be a point to where I'm going to read from my notes and let you know, why this brother and myself is no longer on cordial terms. Let's get into it. I don't even know why they did this content about me, because, oh crap, like this shit was supposed to be, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't like to dive into it because you have secondhand information, right, about a history of your hood.
Everybody has secondhand information about their religion. Motherfuckers have secondhand information about certain historical accounts and events. A lot of this shit is recycled knowledge, but you got to understand, big dog, just like you a Watts baby and you a born, raised, bred and all that in your housing projects too, I am for mine as well. See, I was a homeless little dude, and I had to sleep in these motherfucking base houses and all that. And you know how it is when certain people get off that DOPE, man, they talk. And I'm like a sponge, I'm soaking all this up. Stories about OG Tookie, Raymond Washington, Anthony Baylock, man, I'm like a sponge. Like what? Like for real? History and English has always been subjects that I love. So I'm somewhat of a historian. So when I come on here and I say this, that, and third, I'm not from, the perspective or the point of being just a typical young little, you know what I mean? Like, no, G's that has something to do with the formation and inception of my community, of my hood, then gave me game. And when I'm chilling with the big homies, because I'm not going to school, I don't got clothes. I got to get out here and hustle. So when I'm on a block hustling with the big homies, I asked questions. I was inquisitive. Hey, big homie, is it true that woo? Oh, yeah. And this is what, see, now I got to tell you this about that. See, yeah, that real right there, true. But also, little nigga, wait, hold. And they always say, little nigga, how the fuck you know this? Or little nigga, how you know this? Or who taught you that? Or who? Man, I'm taught by my community. I'm taught by the streets. I'm a real Imperial Course housing projects baby. And I'm talking about the, hold on, excuse me. And I'm talking about from the people that a lot of people overlooked and called smokers. Oh, he a smoker. This smoker that gave me some good game. Even the individuals that was in the community catching what they call hats nowadays. These individuals gave me some good game. Even the big time hustlers in the Imperial Course housing projects. Man, listen, man, see, look, giving me good game. And I retained that information. And I cross-reference it with this, that, and third. Then when I hit prison, see, prison was an eye-opening situation for me. Because now, not only do I got my big homies, PJ Watch Crip, now I got some new big homies. I got some other older homies. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you pushing a hub and dub, cuz, them older cats from the other side, we consider them homies, cuz. When we reference each other, when we talk about and refer to one another, we say, cut a homie, we'll say whoopty wop wop and all this. Oh, it's a new homie that just pulled up. You talking about the hub and dub. So when I get to prison, not only did I see that Gray Streets and PJs wasn't feuding in prison, nigga, we was on cool terms. It was some solid ass Gray Streets in there, homie, that looked at this young brother as being of their own. But I'm always PJ. Never did none of that side switching shit and none of that. It's always been PJs, dog, ever since a baby. But these dudes dug my style. And we begin to have conversations. Hey, man, you ever heard this? Or what's up with it? Oh, see, yeah, well, yeah. But look, this is how that went down. Woody woo woo. And being in prison, I say, man, God bless me to get up out of here, man. When I can, how I can, I'm going to do my best to try to reverse this shit. I kind of feel responsible. And I'm going to tell you this. That beef started with my family. I can be bitter and say, oh, they killed my camp folks. No, nigga. That shit started with my family. One of my, if you know, my father got into it with a dude. And both of them dudes deal with that situation in somewhat of a immature type of fashion to where egos was inflated. And now here we are, damn near 40 years later, and we still beefing with these guys over some shit that could have been resolved if cooler heads prevail. So if this shit started with my daddy, man, I'm praying that it can stop with me. That's why I'm rooted in it. Another reason why I'm rooted in it because of the point of us being all black men moving on one accord. Me seeing these individuals at the peace treaties. Me seeing them come over there. Me being with my sister, rest in peace to my sister Maxine or my sister Kizzy, and we sneak into the Jordan Downs, sneak into the Nickerson and all this, going to these peace treaty parties and these different events and all this. Man, I was like a sponge. I was soaking all that shit up. This is realism. This ain't no fake shit. This ain't no weird shit. This is realism. But let's get back into the content.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's Black history, American history, where W.E.B. Du Bois did this. That's from second. Our teacher told you this. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't there. No, I respect it, but I also have homies who.
Dog, if you respected it, then why did you aggressively challenge, trying to get people to make me out to be a liar? But every time you put it out there, it came out that I was actually telling the truth. Even after we had that phone conversation with myself, his two big homies that I don't know if they want, both of them dudes it can be considered mentors of us. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to say their name because I don't know if they want to be brought up in this foolishness, this bullshit. But even after one of his big homies had confirmed, yes, PJ Watch Crips was a gang before Gray Street Watch Crip. He still went digging, doing research, and creating nonsense to where he even lit a fire up under one of his G homies that tried to create a smear campaign against me. That's what he started. To the point to where some of my big homies was hitting me. Yay, look, this, that, and third. Woo, woo. The shit almost went kaboom. Word is bond. Not for... I'm going to stay away from that one. But this dude almost created some hostile situations between us and them when things was relatively cool, because he couldn't accept the fact that, number one, as far as Watts, I am a wealth of knowledge. Your knowledge of Watts don't compare to my knowledge of Watts. And when it comes to my respective set, my respective tribe, I am a wealth of knowledge from that community as well. The knowledge you have of your community don't compare to the knowledge I have of my community. I've been studying. I have been retaining information. I've been a student of the game and a student of life since I was 13 years old, sleeping in cars, base houses, vape houses, and all that. I've been soaking up all this game, big dog. See what it was? He's supposed to be this type of big shot, and this, that, and third. He couldn't stand the fact that I had made him out to be a misinformed individual. So he went high and low, creating confusion, conflict, and all this and all that. But we resolved that. The same individual that he was able to get into his mind, and this brother was, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to offend anybody, but this brother that he was able to use was in a vulnerable situation because of health conditions. And then when me and this brother, rest in peace to him, when me and this brother had a conversation, he said, well, baby, yeah, well, Bobby, yeah, I can't say, well, I was manipulated because the way that it was brought to me, and it was a whole lot of other stuff that was going on. And this individual had also said that he was manipulated, and that this individual also came to these G's and these G's, and him said this, that, to a third, this, that, and the third. So that's why he came on and vocalized certain things, because of the prompting from this dude, King Wowzer Bow Wow. See, I don't even get this deep into it. I just say he's an agent provocateur, nigga may be a snitch, this, that, and third, and I leave it alone. But now we're going to get to the nitty gritty. Brother P Nice says, what's going on, Brother P Nice? I'm going to inform you of what's going on. Hold on 1 minute. Yo, what's the deal, Heedy? I'm currently live, so please don't say nothing crazy.
All right, I'll hit you back.
All right, for sure. Love you, nigga. Gone. That's the that's the homie. That's one of the homies that I get hold on, just real quick. Let me inform, cuz hold on, just real. Yeah, don't know where you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my big homie that I told y'all I gave my word to, Blue Man. Blue Man, did I not give you my word that I wasn't going to say nothing else about this guy Bow Wow after you informed me that you, him, and Butter and them talk?
Sure.
Okay, so this is what the thing is. Him and P Nice from Insane, they did a video about me. The name of the video is, it's Bow Wow clears up Bobby Yeye Jones' accusation. He got a few choice words about a brother. The brother P Nice is kind of on the fence. Well, he's not on the fence. The brother P Nice being biased. So now, I'm responding to the video eloquently, not in a disrespectful fashion, just clearing up certain things that the brother said. I just wanted to, hip you to that, cuz it's all well.
Yeah. Everything's good. Yeah. You took that shit down, homie.
On Page, I did my best, Edie. You know what I mean? I tried to, adhere to the word the promise that I gave to you and Butter. But now, this brother then came after me. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I love you, and I hit you afterwards, cuz. And don't worry about nothing. I'm not gonna bring up no old skeletons or do anything or say anything that can have individuals feeling any type of way. I'm just about talking about him, not calling him out his name or none of that, being very professional and civil.
But cuz should still this word too, though.
That's all I'm saying, cuz. This nigga has all. I'm gonna let you go, cuz. I love you, Edie. All right. I heard what my big homie just said. Cuz should have stood on his word as well. Bow Wow is notorious for being a double agent. Bow Wow is notorious for playing both sides, even with his homies when he was in the presence of us. Bow Wow is an ignominious type of individual. He's dishonorable. You can't trust a nigga like him. This nigga is is not an honorable type of guy, but he pretends he put on the suit and the armor of a person who's rooted in integrity. But this is a foul, manipulative, corrupt type of motherfucker. You see what the big homie said? I kept my word. I should have kept his word. But let's get back into the content. And listen to what Baby Taz saying. You know, Baby Taz be, tripping on me and all this type of shit. I don't know what the brother got a problem with me for, but shout out to Baby Taz. Baby Taz says, real facts, 100, no trolling. My auntie remember when y'all was all created. PJs was before Grape Cuz. I think they was still just watch video. Hey, come on. I don't want to get too deep into those brothers' history, but even this brother, no, I don't know where Baby Taz from and all this and all that, but what he's saying is facts. I don't come on here to belittle, degrade, and berate our people. How do we find ways to get this shit together and figure it out? They say, well, his homies was, my homies don't care enough about certain people to be making diss tracks. One of the hottest young, let's just get back into the content, forgive me. This guy.
Who gave me the game too. I got real history, good history. But a lot of that history I will not bring to the internet. I'm not gonna do that.
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? But I had that same history. Me and him, we had like a little debate, small.
Bow Wow, you can't fuck with me in any type of debate or exchange, especially in regards to wit and intelligence. I'm not on here talking about this person unalive. I'm not here doing that. I mean, both sides can do that. We're not here to do that. But me speaking on Watt's history and the PJs being a hood before Grape Street, Watt Crip, bro, that's not disrespecting y'all nor taking anything from y'all gangster. You guys are key contributors to this crippin'. You guys is the reason why crippin' has went national and now international. They got Grape Streets in Japan. A motherfucker can't take none from the grapes. I'm not on here to disrespect the Grape Streets or come at them with any malicious intent. No, I'm here to find ways to resurrect our people and unify our folks. That's it. That's all. But this brother got in his feelings because, as I told you, intellectually, Bow Wow can't fuck with me at all. I'm not gonna go into physical, matches and all this and all that. If that situation ever manifests, we'll deal with it then. But I know how to defend myself. Tuck that motherfucking chin, size up my opponent, jab, right. I know how to defend myself. Am I a boxer? No. Am I incapable of getting my ass whooped? I can get my ass whooped. And when I get my ass whooped, I be charged like, yeah, I got my ass whooped. I got to come better. I learned that from my brother Malik, how to be stoic. You have to know how to be stoic. I deal with happiness. I deal with hardships and all that with pretty much the same emotional output. This is what I learned from life. And this is a saying. It says that these jets. It says that hardships, hear me out. This is a Stoic teaching. It says that hardships build the mind, to strengthen the mind, the way the physical labor builds the body. I welcome hardships. I thank God for the curses, and I thank and praise and acknowledge God for the blessings as well. It's the duality of life, baby. So if a person whoop my ass, all right, whoop-de-doo, you whoop my ass. But next time, the tide is going to change. There's never been a person that whooped my ass that didn't look like or feel like they was in a fight. I'm just not that type of guy. Because when we fight, we going to fight. But not saying that I want to fight this guy. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying intellectually, this guy is my inferior. Bow Wow can't with me intellectually. And I'm going to just leave it at that. He couldn't accept the fact that he was made to be a misinformed individual, and he's supposed to be a hotshot from his region that knows all the history. And you have just been made out to be a misinformed individual by this guy who's younger than you from his community. He couldn't take that. He went looking high and low and creating unnecessary problems and all this type of shit just because I put the information out there and not in a malicious way that PJ Watch Crip was a hood before Grape Street Watch Crip. Let's get back into the content.
it was just like a little small debate on about the obsession. This, bro, it was just a day we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. When I see you was on, oh, you bitch ass nigga, this and that. It went to that point with me and that dude. You feel me?
Yeah. Initially, it wasn't.
That. It was some Facebook stuff. Like, he took, he had a platform where he took some of our conversations probably on Facebook to the internet and recommended me about certain things. And so I'm like, man, I don't want to go there because of my life.
I don't deny that. But I'm not the type of guy that take private conversations and broadcast them for the internet. That's not me. But today there were certain conversations that an individual did have with Bow Wow and the security of my household that if the Gray Streets knew, they'll look at him like, what's up with you, cuz? Word is on. But today we're going to get into it. Like, I left you alone. You gave your word to my homies. I gave my word to my big homies. Shout out the Butter, shout out the Blue Man, who are actively trying to find resolution to this problem that's plaguing Watts. So shout out the Butter and shout out to the homie Blue Man. Much love and respect. You betrayed your word as you have done time and time and time and time again. Let's get into the content.
I do different shit.
What you doing in your life?
What I'm doing. So I don't want to go there. I don't want to, even when I'm coaching, I don't want to lose kids and shit like that. Or the parents like, oh, he this, he that.
Mm-hmm.
But he talking about some parents that got at me about this. I'm like, damn, man, what's up with this dude? Everything straight? Everything good?
Right.
I'm like, what's up? Everybody sending me clips. Man, this man said you was a cop, a police, an informant.
I did say that.
For what?
I'm going to tell you why.
When I first seen it, I laughed. You know, homie, we laughed like, hey, man, you really went there on the internet with that? Like, whatever major issue. Like, we just talked about 5-6 months ago.
Now watch this.
About a misunderstanding we had. We was on the phone. We talked. We squashed it.
Now watch this. After he and I had that conversation that was facilitated by two of his big homies that I love fuck out these guys, you know what I mean? Especially in regards to fighting to change the conditions of life in our community of Watts. I love both of these brothers, man. And I seen both of these brothers praises, you feel what I'm saying? After we had the conversation, this dude told another brother from the Jordan Down housing projects that I was attempting to build with to establish an open line of communication to resolve certain conflicts and hostilities that exist in between us and them. Oh, man, you can't trust him. Man, he this, that, and third. Why you dirty macking me? I had a plan. I scheduled a panel of cats from Gray Streets and a few of my homies. Come on and just talk to the community and how can we push the community forward. The brothers from Gray Street, especially this particular individual, stopped answering the phone. So I'm texting like, what's like we ain't never got down with each other like this. Like, what's going on? I say, got to be some shit in the game or something just happened in between our communities while his brother is no longer answering the phone or responding to text messages. So some say, hit him on Facebook. Boop, hit him on Facebook. And it said red. So the nigga is getting my messages. What's going on? So I hit my community. Hey, cuz, anything happening between us and those dudes over there? No, shit been cool, man. Just the woo and all that. But that's been swept up under the rug. It's nothing. Shortly after, this particular brother, who's a representative of, that housing projects, the Jordan Downs, the brothers from the Jordan Downs, he hit me. And he say, hey, man, we didn't want to do that because somebody told us this, that, and third, wooty woo woo, and a homie wooty woo woo, he want to talk to you about this, that, and third. I say, oh, that motherfucker. It was Bow Wow. Sowing seeds of confusion and conflict. If we had a conversation that was facilitated, conducted by your big homies, not my big homies, and we agreed everything was cool, well, Bow Wow, I got an opportunity coming. We may be able to get some of this movie money. I would love to get some of the movie paper with the brothers from out the Jordan Down housing project. This is the project that I got coming down. All right, for sure, man. So yes, there was an opportunity for us to do a movie about the Jordan Down housing project and Imperial Courts housing projects. But once he started engaging in that traitorous, that weirdo quizzling type of shit, I say, no, man, I'm cool. A motherfucker can't deal with no person like that, especially when lives is at stake. We can't talk about peace and rectifying certain problems and all that with a snake ass nigga. I don't even want to check no paper with this dude. Like, I'm cool. This dude created a smear campaign. We got past that. When everything was supposed to be resolved and cool, he tells his homie. I want to say his homie name so bad. If anybody try to fact check it, or if anybody think that I'm lying and have a sidebar, if you are affiliated with my tribe or their tribe and you really want to know, you feel what I'm saying? But he tell his homie, man, you can't trust him. This, that, and third. He did this, whoopty whoop, and whoopty whoop. And I'm just like, man, is that the type of nigga that we can trust? How we know that he's not gonna set us up? Set y'all up, nigga. You been in the projects with me. As one of y'all main oppositions role projects and seen you. Nothing happened to you. And man, cuz it's so much that I can say about this character, man. It's so much that I can say and expose him to his homies about. But I'm trying to be a bigger person. I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to be responsible and intentional with my words, but y'all don't know what type of evil motherfucker this is. Y'all don't know. But let's get back into the content.
Our last conversation was, hey, I got some people with Baltimore. We're gonna do this movie thing. We're gonna connect. Cool. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, I told him, bro, we ain't got no beef, man. How did we even get in this space, bro?
Right.
I can't explain it like in its entirety.
I can explain
he
it.
Have to, like, whatever he mad at, he would have to explain that. I don't know. My hope is actual and factual things that you bring up about our problem or whatever occurred. I don't know, bro.
We really don't have a problem. You know, just an agent provocateur.
I'm 100. I'm stumped down. I am who I say I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't brag on things I did in my past. I don't want to brag about white time and I did all that shit.
Right.
I don't want to get that shit a badge of honor.
Right.
That ain't what made me a man. You feel me?
Facts.
Jailhouses for suckers. I wish I could get all of it. Fuck them prison terms.
I'm not gonna agree with jailhouses is for suckers. There's a lot of real individuals that fall a victim or become a part of this trap, and they got to go sit down for a minute to reassess their life and come out and make the same change that I have made and this brother has made. So I'm not going to sit here and say jailhouses is for suckers. Is there suckers in jail? Yeah. Is there misinformed, misguided, misdirected, and mistaught, uneducated brothers in there that has to go in there to reassess life and build and become a part of these think tanks that say, man, I can get back out there and I can live my totally different. I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. I can go out there. I can get a job. I can work with the kids. I can try to change the dynamics of the community. So I'm not going to agree with this brother and say that jailhouses is for suckers. So is you a sucker? Because you was in there with the situation with Busy Bone, and even that is kind of convoluted, but I'm not going to even get into that. If y'all want to research it, but I ain't never heard of a nigga getting halftime on a violent crime. What constitutes a violent crime? Serious or what is it? What is it? A violent or serious crime? Robbery. That's constituted as a serious or violent crime. When you commit robbery, you don't qualify for halftime. They don't give you 50% off. Not 50% off, forgive me. They don't give you halftime for serious and violent crimes. You get 80 to 85%. And if the information that his folks gave me about him, this nigga got halftime on a profile robbery against a celebrity, Busy Bone. How the fuck did you get halftime on a fucking robbery, my nigga? That's a serious or violent crime. You do with that information, internet, whatever you choose to. I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get back into the content. Nigga should have just left me alone.
Mm-hmm. I swear to God, like, you know what I'm saying? If I can get to that, like, I don't care about that.
Jail don't make you gangster.
It don't make you. It don't.
It just mean you got caught.
I got caught, bro.
That's it.
That was it. You know what I'm saying? I got caught. You know what I mean? And I do different shit. But dude said I was a informant. What he went on the uproar.
Why would he even say that you was an informant?
Okay. See, this was Bobby. He didn't do his due diligence. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just went on emotions, had a conversation with somebody. We already know who we talked to, where it comes from. Like, that whole energy only came from one direction with the whole community and city. No, you feel me? A song came out.
No, 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 no. Back up. Don't equivocate. Don't filibuster. Answer the question.
That was it. You know what I'm saying? I got caught. You know what I mean? And I do different
Watch
shit.
what P Nice asked.
Informant. He went on an uproar.
Why would he even say that you was an informant?
Why would Bobby call Brother King Wowzer or Bow Wow an informant? Why did I call him an informant? So he's going to equivocate. He's going to filibuster. He's just not going to answer the question of why did I call you an informant? All he says is, well, we know where it came from, and it came from one direction. It didn't come from. Not going to get into that, but he alludes, well, we know where it came from. It came from one direction, and this, that, and third. Why did Bobby Ye come to the conclusion or have the you are a fucking informant, nigga? Let's get into him.
Okay. See, this was Bobby. He didn't do his due diligence. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just went on emotions, had a conversation with somebody. We already know who we talked to, where it comes from. Like, that whole energy only came from one direction with the whole community and city. No, you feel me? A song came out.
No. Fuck the song.
It just mean you got caught.
I got caught, bro.
That's it.
That was.
He want to equivocate. He doesn't provide a specific rejoinder on why I called him an agent provocateur and a snitch, a confidential informant. Nigga, why did I call you a motherfucking confidential informant? You make yourself look guilty by not answering a question. Fuck what happened later. We'll get into that later. Why did I call you a confidential informant and an agent provocateur? My brother, King Wowzer, Bow Wow, why? Well, we know who he talked to, and it came from one direction, and then he goes to a whole. Why? What did? I'm gonna stay away from that one right now. I'm gonna stay away from that one. But let's get into this.
Was it? You know what I'm saying? I got caught. You know what I mean? And I do different shit. But dude said I was a informant. He went on an uproar.
Why would he even say that you was an informant?
Okay. See, this was Bobby. He didn't do his due diligence. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just went on emotions, had a conversation with somebody. We already know who we talked to, where it comes from. Like, that whole energy only came from one direction with the whole community and city. No, you feel me? A song came out.
The whole city and community do know because it was a crazy situation and issue. And all I would say is this, right? An innocent man had been convicted of his work of confidentially informing. An innocent man is doing a whole lot of time for some shit that this nigga told the police. See, I wanted to let this shit go. It's a reason why he ain't getting to it. It's an innocent man that's been taken away from his family, his babies, his possibly grandkids. That nigga ain't have shit to do with nothing. See, where the brother made a mistake at, and it wasn't a mistake that the brother had made, motherfuckers start seeing through this individual that they call Bow Wow. Start seeing past him, through him. Start seeing him as a double agent, as a motherfucker that played both sides against the middle, as a fucking agent provocateur. I chose to stop dealing with him. It was a powerful young brother of that same community. We connected. And we say, man, we going to get this right. I had some people saying, listen, man, if y'all can get that right, I will come in and this is what I would give so we can give jobs. This, that, and third, so on and so forth. Now that brother that was passionate about ending hostilities in between the PJs and those brothers, this brother got a whole lot of time for some shit he didn't do and wasn't a part of. And that's on my mama. I bullshit you not. Information that this nigga then leaked, passed off to the police, got a brother convicted of some shit he didn't do. So you tell me what is that? You tell me what the fuck is that? Don't be biased. Whether biased towards me or biased towards Cuz, just be honest. Be real in assessing this situation. Let's get back into the content.
which, you know, who Lil one, who kid, Ace, I can't even say Ace. He put him in the thing. I don't know. Ace Badass ain't got nothing to do with the song. Right?
Okay, now the situation with that brother Ace, he strategically shared that video so that it can take off like a wildfire around the date of the hood days of the PJs and the Bounty Hunters. Mind you, we had just lost a homie. You feel what I'm saying? Around this same time. He puts out a video. Boom. Individuals feel some type of way about the video. It was the wrong time to put out the video. He's the one who put out the video, strategically put out the video. A lot of this shit be rooted in strategy. And the strategy is the hopes of obtaining violent interactions or violent responses or violent reactions. But we didn't let it get there. Some of the individuals from my community said, okay, Ye addressed it. Cool. We ain't tripping. He addressed it. So me addressing it may potentially have prevented somebody from getting their head bust. So if I'm wrong for that, then fuck it, I'm just wrong. But let's get back into the content. I want to read a few comments just real quick. Lin Young says, setting the record straight. Most definitely, Queen. The amazing beat, as two of my uncles watched Vadio Great, and they was really them dudes, and they said PJ was before Great. I don't have to make this shit up. Jandro the Goat says it's crazy though because LA as a whole has long roots and deep history. I believe he said as well. Lynn said this is unfortunate, but as old as the history of mankind. Beautifully Blessed says I would have pulled back from him in the situations like that. He will backdoor you most definitely. He attempted to. Blue Man says, what's the deal? Heedy Blue Man in this building. I appreciate Blue Man being in this building. Shout out to Blue Man and his efforts to maintain or try to bring peace in between, you know, my community, our community, and, you know, the other brothers' community. Man, thank you, Heedy. Beautifully Blessed says he's contradicting himself. He then went out there and took penitentiary chances. Beautifully Blessed says, unless your name is Munchie B. Beautifully Blessed says he skipped that question quick. Lynn Young says, oftentimes it's best to stay silent and hold one's peace. This is the truth. Lynn Young said, dude in the video probably should have just not spoke on this at all. We should have just let it go. You talk to my big homies. They said, yay. Leave that nigga alone. I said, for sure. They listen, my homie was in their neck of the woods having a conversation with a multitude of them. I believe a multitude. I wasn't there. And they had certain things that they wanted. You know what I mean? This is what, and my homie, okay, I'm going to holler at him. Hold on, let me bring Blue Man up. Blue Man, woody woo and all that. Blue Man hit me and said, yeah, look, this is what it is. The homie is over there talking to him with the whoop, and this is what they're respectfully asking. Okay, for sure. If that's going to allow us to move towards a place to where we can bring peace, I'm going to honor that. Shout out to the homie Butter once again, and shout out to the homie Blue Man once again for your contribution to try to find a way to resolve this shit. And I'm not just talking about between me and this guy. I'm talking about the community. Beautifully Blessed says, that's so sad. Beautifully Blessed says he should have just talked about something as trying to get his viral moment, only exposing himself. Lynn Young says, right. Let's get into the content. Ooh, don't trip. I got something for y'all on my mama.
I guess he said because he videoed it, the videographer, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the video. I'm not in the rap. They produce this beat, they produce a song, or direct the video, for one. Right. So they did a song called Three Up Top, right? They got a song called Three Up Top. And in that rap, so I had to really listen to it carefully. Like, let me listen to what is he mad about? Right. So I'm listening to, I can understand. Let me be 100.
I'm going to tell you what I was mad about, or what slightly infuriated me, right? You got grown ass men in their 30s that's creating music that can offend and enrage other young individuals and compel them to pick up guns, get in cars, and go harm other black men. That's what I was offended about. These is motherfuckers that's in their 30s creating this music that's controversial. Man, well, I'm in my 40s now. You feel me? All praise be to the Most High God. But when we get to a certain level, like we be past that shit. See what it is dudes' rap careers is failing. Dudes' rap careers aren't taking off. So they say, let's do some controversial shit to get the city talking. This is what we gonna say. So that's what compelled me to get on here and verbally reprimand those individuals. You niggas is too old for this shit. Because it's these babies, as I have said before, it's these babies that's teenagers in early to mid 20s that's going to be taking these penitentiary chances to go and avenge some shit over a fucking rap song. It don't make no sense. But let's get back into the content.
If somebody you mention your neighborhood, right? You mention your neighborhood. One of them said he was sliding through the courts and go to the Knicks. One of them said...
Now, this is the thing. There was a situation in, I believe, 2013 where some individuals had slid and slid to Imperial Courts housing projects and two lost their lives. So it seems as if you were in the faces of the Imperial Courts housing projects and the Nickerson Garden projects, knowing that a situation similar to what you're rapping about had already taken place, had already transpired. So now it's like you're bragging of sorts. You know how a person can tell a true story, but those who know, but they slightly change, alter certain things, but it's like, oh, okay, you motherfucker. Why even rap about some shit like that and two individuals lost their lives? Why even incite that? Because we know that you're not going to do, but that's that rap shit. These niggas exit out talking shit that they ain't about. I figured them out. Like, you know what I mean? Like I peeped this shit from these weird ass niggas, man. But I guess that's just these current rap, like niggas rap about that they ain't about. Niggas rap about shit that mislead these kids and get these kids to jump in these cars with these switches, with these high power assault rifles and go take lives of other black men. That shit, it ain't cool, it's corny, and it's bullshit. And I expect more from 30-year-old men. But it is what it is. Let's get into the content.
He don't know nothing about her to her. They just rhyming, bro. They rapping. They rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he went.
But I want to tell you all this. Motherfuckers just rhyming and rapping created hostility between two hoods and Watts and like, I think it was either 2010, in between 2010 and 2014, to where it resurrected a gang war because motherfuckers is getting on here rapping about each other. And then a young brother lost his life with some rap shit. So we can't say that it's just rapping. Let's tell the cats in Chicago it's just rap. Every time a motherfucker put out a diss track, somebody come over there and smack him. Let's tell the dudes in Sacramento. Let's tell the little brothers that's in Stockton that is just rapping. Let's tell the brothers in Baltimore that is just rapping. And every time a person uploaded this song, they go over there and smack him or smack somebody close to him or smack somebody that's affiliated with that tribe. So this shit is bigger than rap. Let's stop playing, cuz. Let's stop trying to justify the foolishness that we continue to engage in, cuz. We got to do better. Don't try to justify this bullshit when you know, like I know in the community of Watts know that it has been individuals that has lost their lives over a fucking rap song. You fucking degenerate. Let's get back into the content.
He went on the rant. He responded with a aggressive rant. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, for one, those rappers.
Mm-hmm.
His thing is they almost 40 because they're 33 and 34. So he's saying they almost 40. So they shouldn't be grabbing that style or dissing. You know what I'm saying? But what he did was open the eyes of another gang that they actually dissed. Like they really dissed a gang in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you dumb, simple Stupid motherfucker. Nigga, listen, dog. Why put the song out? If you care about who hear it, if you care about those other brothers getting wind that your homies disrespect them and song, then why the fuck they put the song out? If that's an issue about motherfuckers like, oh damn, they dissed us, why put the song out? If you feel like that's a problem or oh they shouldn't have known, then why the fuck did your people diss them and then put the song out? Like, come on, my nigga, you sound simple, you sound stupid, you sound dumb.
Subliminal of them or lightweight, you know what I'm saying, going through the course or going through the next. Some of them, they ain't think none of that. Like, man, they ain't nothing. We rap. We dissed them all day. Like, his homies, they just did a vlog dissing my homies. Like,
man, come on, big dog. That was after certain situations had transpired and all this and all that. Like, listen, man, one thing that I can say about the young dudes from my community, and I'm not saying it because they my young homies, them little dudes is out there getting paid. Them little dudes is out there getting some serious money, man. They ain't tripping off them dudes unless them dudes say something to provoke them, this, that, and third. But at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. But let's not try to play this moral high ground and this Bobby, hey, yeah, it's him. It's no, nigga. It's a cold system that we need to eradicate from amongst our ranks, my nigga. But use a very mendacious individual and the truth ain't in you, nigga. You use a fucking liar. Use a fucking agent provocateur. Nigga, use a fucking turncoat. Let's get into the content, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got several songs dissing our homies. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like, damn, bro, like, this is what they do. They rap. This is what they get on the internet, do that. They rap. You don't do that. You sit on the house and you're a vlogger, whatever you do. You're a podcaster. Do that.
Right.
Or tell your homies, hey, go in there and make a song about them. We're going to keep this shit on wax. We're going to stay out of, keep this shit for we going to have to go back.
See what it was, and I'm going to speak to that. Speak to this, right? Got a young homie named Pay Gotti. Little dude can rap like a motherfucker, man. That little motherfucker can rap. Got a young homie named Pay Gotti, man, that's been recently, that has been recently tell the little dude in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, they beef through raps. That's all I'm saying. Amazing Queen. These young cats beef through raps. And then they get out there in the streets and then they try to execute everything that they're saying in these raps. So let's not say it's just rap when it's individuals that's in Chicago, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Rest in peace to the little dude G Money. Chicago, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Baltimore, Florida. These young brothers getting unalived over rap songs. Dudes is being criminally prosecuted over rap songs. So it's not just rap anymore. This shit is real. It's life imitating art and art now imitating life. But thank you for saying that, Queen. I lost my chain of thought. Forgive me. So let's get back into it. See if I can catch it.
Back to prison like we shooting at each other.
Right.
Keep it on wax.
Right.
Let them.
So yeah, I remember what I was saying. Forgive me. So I got a little homie named Pay Gotti. This little dude can rap. Y'all make sure y'all check out Pay Gotti. He's been receiving a lot of attention. See, what a brother from another projects told me is that they wanted Pay Gotti to respond. Pay Gotti ain't on that. Man, this little dude is making certified boss moves. They wanted Pay Gotti to respond to get some attention on them to hopefully, get them some recognition and all that. Pay Gotti did not respond, and that was a wise move. Continue to do your thing, man. I wish you much success, and God bless you, young homie. The little dude can rap good, man. I'm impressed. You know what I mean? Yeah, Pay Gotti, man. And being that I shouted out Pay Gotti, I also want to shout out Chime Shay, my rapper in Watts, and I also want to give an honorable mention to some brothers from the Jordan Down Housing Projects called the Sioux Game, the Tsunami Game. Shout out to T and that musical movement that's coming out of that section as well, man. I'm not biased. I keep this shit real because at the end of the day, me being biased is going to handicap the movement. Man, I'm for Watts. I love all Watts and everything that's coming up out of Watts that's righteous. Let's get back into the content, man.
Do that. Mm-hmm. But he came, man, I got a lot of calls, man. It was like 50 people sent me that video where he offended a lot of peoples where he was talking about, I know what he was saying. He was saying basically like, damn, why y'all do that? Because it can be a back and forth. Now ain't nobody hanging out on Wilmington. Now ain't nobody doing this. We can do this, and do that. But it's vice versa. So if the body not hanging on women, now they not hanging in front of the gym, or they not going to this shop, they not doing that. We understand the art of war, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We understand that what's going to happen,
right?
And I agree with that.
Before both games,
yes, sir.
Right.
You're right.
Me? But
this is the thing. This is the thing, brother Bow Wow, King Wowzer, being that we're familiar with war, and we know that for y'all it would be no more hanging in this section, hanging out over here, hanging out on Wilmington, and going to certain places. Yeah, it'd be the same thing for us because it's war. But if it's not that currently, why would we wake that up? Why would we do things and create content and music to get it back to the point to where motherfuckers can't be comfortable? It makes no sense. But let's get back into the content.
We didn't even react to that little kitty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was no necessary also to put me.
Due to somebody else dissing, he put your name in it?
I called it stray. And he called.
Why you catch a stray? Why you catch a stray?
Because he said it was my little cousins and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them grown men, they make their own decision. They rap. Yeah. That's what they do for a living. I don't rap for a living.
But if that's the case, then it's like, that's your little cousin. It's a gang of other niggas' little cousins too.
Yeah, that's
so you gotta,
like, I mean, he was unaware of the little.
Are you tripping or upset about everybody else in their family too? Like, I'm not.
He was unaware, like,
damn, my nigga. Damn, the brother from Long Beach is like, man, what's up with you? Like nigga ain't got no problem with you, like, but you don't even know a nigga, and you like, what's up? Like, my nigga, not understanding. Well, is it gonna be like, nigga, you don't listen, and this is no disrespect to my niggas from Long Beach, so please don't take it as such. But my nigga, you from Long Beach, the way that Long Beach function and operate is totally different from Watts, my nigga. It's two different places. The dynamics of Watts is different from the dynamics of Long Beach. A lot of things they bring to Watts, they tested in Watts, and if it's successful in Watts, they implement it other places. So if a nigga came thrown in here and talked about how it was individuals from all the developments of Watts, several gangs in Watts that was getting paid to go and escalate wars. It was individual agent provocateurs that they was giving money to so that they can go out there and influence their young homies to go get cracking on these dudes. And it was another dude on that side to do the same thing to their young homies. Oh, y'all got to go back, cuz we ain't going to let no agent provocateurs. Did you not know motherfuckers was getting paid from the federal government and private donors to do this, to engage in this type of behavior? Did you not know that this nigga name was brought up in it? So that's why I said what I said, because I can't understand. If everything has been relatively cool in the community of why introduce these elements? But I know that this brother, King Wowzer, Bow Wow name has been mentioned with the names of individuals who were getting checks to go start wars. Hey, man, you know, we gotta handy up the ante, man. Like we slipping, you know, those numbers is getting down, man. We need a war. And when they get that war, have a certain amount of shoes, they can continue to get these organizations funded that a lot of these guys work for. But let's get back into the content.
When he said it was quiet, bro, to have, like, it's been a lot of hiccups. There's been a lot of stuff going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that music shit.
Yeah.
So they're doing to each other.
Shit. Right.
That's we don't have no table, bro, to be saying, hey, we ain't doing no dissing, we ain't doing this. We don't have that table, my nigga. Ain't no table.
Right.
You got people in conversation of, man, can we do a ceasefire? Can we do this, do this? That's a conversation. But Lil Lump, Lightbug, and Few Man to do it, they not at the table saying we not doing this no more. Right. So those kind of things are gonna happen, homie. You feel me?
Right.
That shit gonna happen.
Right.
You can't control it. So you doing that little aggressive reaction. You calling niggas bitches. You calling them marks. You send somebody a police and somebody an informant.
Still believe you're a police person.
He basically putting himself in a situation the words that he was using, it could cause people really want to get at him in a real way.
Yeah, man, it's that.
Hey, listen, P Nice. You don't know me, I don't know you. But on Steve, on PJ, dog, I'm not worried about no nigga, my nigga. Not worried about no nigga thinking that they can come and get at me, my nigga. See, you don't know me, Heedy. I don't come on here to be a game banger and publicize what I may have did or may have not did or have been alleged to have did, my nigga. Not worried about nobody coming after me, my nigga. When you fighting for the liberation of black people, nigga, you can't be afraid of motherfuckers coming up against you. When you trying to change the system, nigga, you can't be afraid of nobody coming up against you. And what I understand or overstand is that they ascend one of us to do something to one of us just to say that one of us did it. So I'm expecting one of these weird ass niggas in some capacity or another to try to push a blunt and make a play. Nigga, I ain't worried about that, nigga. See, this brother don't know me. This ain't no situation about Long Beach, Hitty. You misinformed. And you saying that like, oh, well, he don't really know what he's bringing on himself. Come on, dog. I'm not worried about that. Like, I ain't never been worried about that. Like, and anybody that know me, anybody that tried to do something to me, they saying shit happened to them. I don't know. I don't know who did what. I don't know. But individuals that have plot, plan, and strategized against me, things happen to them. And by the grace of God, please God, continue to give me divine protection, correction, and direction. I'm still here. So, Brother P Nice, I'm not worried about offending guys to the point to where they feel like they want to take actions against me. No, big dog, that ain't. No, I don't live in fear like a lot of guys. Like I don't live like that, big dog. See, one thing I understand, in order to, you got to bring something. And if you from the streets, you should be familiar with these elements. Us being reformed gang bangers, gang members, individuals from certain tribes and all that automatically prompt a motherfucker to want to do something to a nigga. Like, come on, big dog. Like, that's crazy.
You said somebody a police and somebody an informant.
He basically putting himself in a situation that the words that he was using, it could cause people really want to get at him in a real way. But he basically putting himself in a situation the words that he was using, it could cause people really want to get at him in a real way.
Yeah, man, it's that. Yeah, a lot of people.
But he basically putting himself in a situation the words that he was using, it could cause people really want to get at him in a real way.
Yeah.
But he basically putting himself in a situation the words that he was using, it could cause people really want to get at him in a real way.
Yeah, man, it's that. Yeah, a lot of
bitches.
Yeah, a lot of people mad.
And you telling, like, you saying a nigga is like a snitch, basically. Like,
yeah, you saying that, like, talking about the Asian provocateur, like Asian provocateur. That's you. That's what you doing. Yeah, because you can provoke and stir a whole.
This nigga just agreed with that shit and said, yeah. But I'm not gonna jump on cuz head. I don't have no problem with this brother, but you can clearly see that this nigga is biased because of the influence of this Asian provocateur. But Brother P Nice, I'm not worried about nobody desiring to, or planning to strategizing and conspiring to do something to me, big dog. Man, listen, man, that's on my baby, dog. That's on my son and everything I hold dear. A nigga gotta bring something to get some, dog. Like, listen, man, I'm not just like no regular dude from my community, man. I ain't a dude that just woke up and said, I ain't never been done, none of this, but I want to be a content creator. Like, that ain't me, nigga. I ain't no nigga choir boy, school boy, none of that, dog. That ain't my reality, my nigga. Nigga, since I've been a kid, nigga, I've been up against it. And I'm still here. You understand what I'm saying? From my section, man, listen, in my generation, man, you know, I ain't gonna name all the homies and all this, but listen, I'm somebody in that generation from Imperial Courts housing projects, dog. Like, I ain't just a nigga that just jumped off the porch at 30 years old, 20 years old, 18 years old. None of that. Like, that ain't me, Brother P Nice. So I'm not worried about nobody conspiring to do anything to me. You gotta bring something against some, dog. And that's what I'm standing on. I'm living by that. And if need be, I'm going to prison by that. Because I ain't done. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. And that's just what it is when you fucking with a nigga like myself, dog. Do I want problems? Do I want beef? Do I want to have to smother a nigga and listen all that to show a nigga like I ain't the type of nigga to play with? No, I want peace, my nigga. How can we bring peace in our communities? How can we expose the snakes, the snakes, the rats, the all that shit in our community, nigga? You sitting down with a rat, interviewing a rat, taking the side of a rat. So a lot of that shit make a nigga start questioning a lot of niggas' integrity. But I guess that line right there gonna offend cuz, and now it's gonna be Bobby A versus no, nigga, it ain't Bobby A versus these type of individuals and all this and all that. But a nigga just had to clarify because I feel like that was some, some slick shit that you said. But it's all gravy, baby. Go ahead and shine. That's how you play it with me. We big time.
Or a whole war with your words, what you saying.
Right.
You get paid to be on this internet. I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get paid to give the information to the police, nigga. That's what you get paid for. Got a question for Bow Wow. Bow Wow, man, I got so much shit that I can say. Have you ever worked for the grid? That's it. That's all. Have you ever worked for the grid, my nigga? If somebody can ask him that and get that answer back to me, then I can move into the next phase of or the next part of exposing this guy. Have you ever worked for the grid? That's it. That's all. Let's get into it.
You doing like you stirring up shit. It's a lot of drama going on, bro. Like you got people's mad and stuff. I'm like, then we're gonna touch on the subject, but I'm like, man, listen, this dude, he come off as this black extremist type dude.
Wow, here we go.
Very articulate.
Hey, y'all gotta pick up on the federal words, man. Like these is the words that the feds use to justify assassinating or getting rid of us. Black extremists, nigga. I'm from Course Housing Project. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Black extremists. Nigga, I'm not carrying no booms and trying to boom nobody. Nigga, I'm not plotting to go after government officials. Nigga, I'm not planning, conspiring, or strategizing against the United States government. I am an American citizen, man. I'm from America. My president is Trump. Trump, do your thing, baby. How the fuck am I a black extremist, you dumb fuck? This nigga called me a black extremist. If that's not a federal term to use to justify the neutralizing of individuals who are actively trying to find solutions to problems that plague our communities. This nigga called me a black extremist, cuz. Let's read a few comments. This is crazy. G. Traco says, I'm from Los Angeles and that shit is not fly, especially when we are trying to reshape young minds. And it's the truth, man. Look at our babies out there, Martin Luther King Day, man. That shit don't it's like, damn, cuz this is how far we have regressed. Cuz we ain't progress, we regress. And it's hurtful, man. To a degree, it's kind of shameful, but we gotta understand, man, these babies ain't really got nobody in their lives that's trying to teach them and show them something different. Like, come on, man, this shit is crazy. Now that this social media shit is exposing a lot of people to undeserved recognition and publicity, now this shit is really corrupting the minds of these babies. Everybody's looking for a viral moment. Beautifully Blessed says he's probably not even aware of that. Beautifully Blessed says, Watts politics is not Long Beach business. And that's all I'm saying. Brother P. Nice, you don't know unless you from Watts, unless you grew up in Watts, then you know what I mean? But big dog, you don't know. The dynamics of Watts is different. When we brought peace to the community of Watts, and you know this, I mean, I don't know how long you've been from your respective community or gang, you feel what I'm saying, or set or tribe. I don't know how long you've been from over there, but listen, dog, my mama from over there. My mama was politicking with Batman from East Coast and Tookie, Raymond Washington. My mama knew these individuals. My mama was Crippin before my mama was a part of the Crips before Crippin came to Imperial Courts housing projects. My mama is a part of this shit. My daddy is a part of this shit. I'm born and raised right there in Courts housing projects, big dog. So I know the history of my set. I know the accomplishments and I know the failures of my community. I know this. So I don't know if you know, but what we put down in Watts also had an effect of what was going on out there in Long Beach. We played y'all. We ain't played the Insanes. We played the Insanes in 20s. We played the Long Beach brothers on one team against the PJs. So what we put down in Watts, it had an influence on what went on out there in Long Beach. Listen to me. When the brothers was able to establish peace in the community of Watts, the United States government, the feds, sent over 170 or 175 federal agents to go see what the fuck is going on down there, who is key players, And how do we sabotage this shit? That's how influential Watts is. But you don't know these components and you don't know these dynamics of Watts if you're not from Watts, big dog. You from Long Beach. 10 in mind the business of the amazing brothers in Long Beach. And I'm not disrespecting Long Beach. I hope this brother don't take this in a disrespectful fashion. I'm just respectfully reprimanding you, brother. I'm not belittling you. I'm not testing your gangster or trying to make you look or appear to be insignificant and none of that. I'm just saying like what y'all do out there is slightly different from what we do over there, big dog. But let's get back into the content.
You know what I'm saying? He want peace. I believe he want peace.
Run that back.
At the same time, you can't preach.
Run that back.
He's very articulate. You know what I'm saying? He want peace. I believe he want peace.
Run that back.
Come off as this black extremist type dude, right?
Black extremist.
He's very articulate. You know what I'm saying? He want peace. I believe he want peace. But at the same time, you can't preach and provoke and promote violence.
If you want peace.
If you want peace, bro.
Right.
I don't promote violence. I do not promote violence. When situations transpire between my community and their community, I don't come on and say, I don't call headquarters and say, man, y'all need to, I don't promote violence. I promote solutions. I promote peace. That's what I promote. But I am going to hold niggas accountable, and that just is what it is. Let's read a few comments. He's probably not even aware of all that. Watts politics is not Long Beach business. Lynn Young says, veiled threat. Beautifully Blessed says, the issues the Long Beach niggas have, Watts niggas don't. He should be worried about Longos and rolling 20s, not the project business. Tommy Guns, 120 says, Bobby, who is that there? Tupac, Malcolm X, brother Marcus Garvey, and brother Jim Brown. Beautifully Blessed says, how can a grown man speak on another man without even knowing him? What's going by one-sided conversation interview? Beautifully Blessed says, how he can say you get people mad and they the ones who started it with the rap video. That's all I'm saying. The hypocrisy. I asked him what the definition of black extremist is. Man, that dude don't know. It's some shit that his handler told him, yeah, Bobby, yeah, he's a black extremist, and we have to, like, come on, big dog. Like, what? Like, come on, my nigga. Let's get back into the content.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said all the wrong stuff.
Right.
You should have handled that. He could have handled that a different way.
Yeah. I don't know this dude, but
he could have handled that a different way.
I don't know, but if he pushing peace, like you say, he want peace, calling people bitches and busters and then calling you a rat and all that type of shit, informant and all that type of shit, that's not the way to do it.
God damn, my nigga. I remain respectful. Like, but god damn. Nigga, you don't even know me. Hold on, pause, cuz. This nigga don't even know a nigga. And cuz got like, nigga, you don't even know me, cuz I'm crib. Nigga, how the fuck I'm gonna come on here and form an opinion about you? Nigga, I don't even know you. Like, this is just crazy. But let's get back into the content. You don't know me. Nigga, you don't know what my sacrifices and my contributions is to peace to the community of Watts. My nigga, you don't even know me, Heedy. So you going off a biased opinion that you're getting from your comrade, your partner, nigga that you know. You don't know me, my nigga. If you knew me, you'd be like, damn, that dude's a solid dude and he love his people. You don't know me, dog. So even in your interviewing, and it's so much I can say, man, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf in 2026, man. Come on, big dog. And we know a mutual individual. We know a mutual individual. If you were that invested and that interested in this interview or this situation, nigga, you could have hit the mutual individual. And I love this nigga. The nigga that's a mutual individual that we know. I won't say his name because I don't know if he wants, that publicity. But this mutual individual that we know, this nigga's a stand nigga, man, and I love nigga on the reels. But if you were that invested and you were that inquisitive and curious about the dynamics between myself and this guy, you could have reached out and say, hey, man, I'm going to do, an interview with Wooty Whoop, and we're going to be talking about Wooty Whoop. I like to double back and have a conversation or interview with him just so I'm not misinformed and I'm not biased and I'm not just getting from one side. There's two sides to every story. So being that you are taking this stance in regards to this situation, it makes me look at you a particular type of way. You're not you can't be a man of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And now that I question and ask that or stated that, 9 times out of 10, he's going to substantiate and prove that he's not a man of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and get in his feelings and take offense. Like, let's get into the content, man. There's so much I want to say, cuz, but we're going to be pragmatic in addressing the situation.
Way to do it, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a phone call. Hey, yo, what's going on, man? Look, we need to stop this. Blah, blah, blah. It's being quiet.
Or call your homies. Tell them, hey, and come with another.
CP Nice, you talking about stuff that you are misinformed about. You don't know. There's been phone calls between me and this guy. And certainly, there's been phone calls between me and this guy, and this dude didn't hold his side of the bargain. As the homie just said. And I told my big homie, y'all just heard it. I say, Heedy, listen, wah. He say, so why he ain't? You understand what I'm saying? This dude is notorious for breaking his word. You can't trust the motherfucking thing that this nigga say if it's not rooted in the almighty dollar. This nigga do shit for not social media. This dude does shit for social relevance. And to be in good standing of certain operatives and certain individuals that gives him money to put on certain events so he can be in a prominent situation of relevance, a prominent position of relevance. Oh, we got to go through him to get this. We got to go through him and get this. But when you're going through him to get this and to get this, you're going to the fucking federal government that's funding him, that's giving him money for these things. And I don't want to go too deep into it, but a lot of people is unlearned and they are misinformed. And I understand it. But let's get back let's read a few comments. Ricky Rose says, they think they got you figured out. You got to check this shit right now, respectfully. These guys ain't even on my list. Them. But I appreciate that assessment, Ricky Rose. Much love and respect to you and yours, man. Postman 18NY says 100. G Traco said, it's true because I'm from South Central, and even though Watts is next door to us, you can tell my family is from the east side, but I grew up on the west side, and it's different. It is different, and I'm not saying one is better than the other one. Because the demerits or the measuring stick that we use to say which is better and which is this, that, and third is all rooted in our demise. It's rooted in our demise. It's rooted in us unaliving one another. It's rooted in us unappreciating or degrading our women, misguiding our kids. That's the metrics. That's what the measuring stick is. Who killed more black folks? Who can pimp on more women? Who can more women and create broken and damaged households? One ain't better than the other, but I will say that Watts is slightly different. Let's get into the content. Ricky Rose say they pushing that life. Look, they're pushing that knife little by little. They're trying to. G Traco says, yeah, you have been solid. That's what made me subscribe to your channel. I like the fact that you are uplifting our community. Somebody got to do it, dog. Somebody got to do it, man. Sometimes this shit put a nigga on the verge of tears at the state where we are. And our people not being able to recognize the agent provocateurs and the things that impede us from coming together. If we come together, we produce millionaires. The most educated person in the United States of America is our women. But it's through pain. It's through challenges. It's through strife. It's through lack of support that got them to the point to where they are the most educated people because they had to be. Because baby daddy left, God, and mama had to figure it out. So mama had to take up a trade. Mama had to educate herself. Mama had to go to school. Mama had to get certificates. That's why our women are in the position that they're at now. So how do we bring it together? Our women is the most educated group in the United States of America. How do we bring it together and benefit from that? How do we support our women in being great? If we support them and it's beneficial, then it ultimately come back to us being in a position to create additional opportunities for ourselves. Think about that, man. Beautifully Blessed says it's two sides, with actually three, but I hear you. It's two sides of every story and then the truth. You're absolutely right. Beautiful Blessed says he's talking about shit that has already happened recently. P Nice, focus on shit you're knowledgeable about. Beautifully Blessed says, I feel like Bow Wow is trying to tap P Nice on his shoulder, like, help me with my fight. Probably. P Nice, listen, brother. Just want to put this out there. You don't got no problems with you. Don't even know you, big dog. Like, so out of respect, one black man to another black man, don't have any problems with you. But don't be biased when you're addressing me, big dog. Because if people, and I was gonna cover that situation when a Hoovers allegedly kicked you out of their park for having a interview or a relationship with 4 extras. But I say, nah, I don't want to go too deep into that. But I have never been escorted out of anywhere. Nah, I ain't never been escorted out of anywhere. So Watts, Los Angeles, and Long Beach, the illness is the same, but the functioning and the perpetuation of it is slightly different in different areas, but yet it's the same system and it's the same illness. But you know it from the perspective of a cat from Long Beach. I know it from the perspective of a cat from Watts. But G. Traco knows the perspective of a cat from South Central, the West Side. But when we bring it together, we can better assess, diagnose, and try to challenge and destroy this system that's plaguing our communities. It takes everybody. It's a multifaceted problem. It's a multi-tier problem. So it's going to take multiple conversations, multiple individuals coming to join the conversation in multiple meetings and multiple ways of addressing and attacking this problem. But let's get back into the content after these comments. G. Traco says, you're right, yay. All we got is us. And the minute every black man and woman understand that, we will be better off. I swear to God, we will, man. And I'm giving it to you from my experience. People say, oh, well, he was a 7-year-old boy. Man, I've been soaking up knowledge, wisdom, and understanding since I was I've been reading since what, like the age of 3? Hop on Pop and all this. So I am what you would call, and I have always been, I believe the word is precocious. I believe that's the word. Don't correct me on it. Don't take my word on it, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I've been absorbing information. So when I talk about the Peace Treaty, I can tell you about how my auntie sold out. Soon as the 6 O's, 8 Trays, the Compton homies, the Compton Pyrus, everybody came to Imperial Courts, my auntie sold out. Every time it was an event, my auntie sold out. Sometimes she had to drive to what was it called, Pace or Pacer, down there where now the Sam's Club is. I think that's Hawaiian Gardens. I think that may be Hawaiian Garden off the 710 freeway. She had to continuously drive to go get more candy, sodas, feed blunts, and all this type of shit. My auntie made a lot of money off the Peace Treaties. Black businesses made money off of black men coming together under the umbrella of peace. So I'm a witness to this shit. Now imagine if we was able to come together and structure it and have discipline. Imagine where our communities would be now. But let's get to the content.
Another rap, man. Them niggas just did that. Y'all heard that?
Exactly.
Man, fuck over them. Say this.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes, it's a lot happening that he's not aware of. He's
According to
totally
you.
not aware of. You know what I'm saying?
He took direct offense to it, what it sounded like.
Yeah, he took direct. That was like a direct offense to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't fact check on a lot of shit because I'm listening to it. You know,
How old is this dude though?
I'm gonna say late 30s.
Okay.
I think it's late 30s.
So shit, they all around the same age then.
He got
the ones who was dissing and
yeah, like he don't know he way older than them. I don't think he know that. Like I don't think these dudes was born in 94 and one was born in 91 and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like so he like way older than this dude. But they were out there, y'all were like, as they hearing our conversation, what made him say you an informant or a police? Because he called me okay, this was, I'm gonna give you the whole real. 600 just did something, right? 600 just did something on Big U in the situation with his son and the people that was working with Big U. And he called them Greg Crips. It's by BA called them grid. 600 called them grid Crips. So when when he talking about intervention and the job I was connected to, so he said he called me a grid Crip. I'm like, he must watch 600 content because I just watched it, and he utilized those same things and called me a grid Crip.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, hey, I know that you was getting checks from Grid, bro, from Crossroads and the Reverence Project. So why would you even say that?
Like, he was a part of Grid as well.
Yes, he was getting Grid checks.
But he calling you.
But he called me a Grid Crip.
And that's the reason why he calling you informant?
Yeah.
But he was doing the same thing.
He was doing this. This is perception of Grid. I had that same perception of Grid. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I didn't understand what Grid was, bro.
Right.
He was connecting me because I was getting paid through an American program before, private donors, Pete Carroll, Jim Brown, and
that's way
like Unity One. That's Pete Carroll stuff, right? This is when I was doing that until I got out 2015. I wasn't connected with nothing. I ain't want nothing to do with that. No prevention, none of that type of shit.
For people that don't know, what does the Grid program exactly do?
The Grid is GRYD or wait, it's
gang reduction and youth development.
Wait, I forgot what it stands for, man.
How the fuck you forget what it stands for and you work for it? Like, come on, my nigga.
Youth development, gang reduction, youth development.
Okay,
right. It ain't nothing but like a funding agency, right? Where if you got a contract and you doing they support public safety, meaning you police your own hood. And when the police try to get that same money, like the mayor, I'm not gonna get the money to them.
And as I have shared with you all before, when I covered the Grid, I proved to you that in order to qualify for this, that, and third, you have to give information, so on and so forth, and all this and all that. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Did I work for the Reverence Project? Yeah, I worked for the Reverence Project, but their money wasn't coming from Grid. Their money at that point in time was coming from CSSD. Hold on, 1 minute. And then we're about to get into the nitty gritty about this dude, but I want to show something real quick. Let's see right here. Hold on. Okay, there you go. This is me in Mayor Antonio. Well, hold on. April the 4th, 2017. That's me and Mayor Antonio Vergosa at a CSSD meeting, not Grid, at a CSSD meeting in Sacramento, California. When I worked for the Reverence Projects, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy because now, and that's what I be talking about that two-face shit, right? Because I know where his misinformation came from. His misinformation, the information that he just said about me, it came from his big homie, one of his big homies that was on that phone call. Oh, you see why a nigga don't be trusting shit? So that just kind of like changed the dynamics because I know where that misinformation came from. That misinformation, hold on, watch this. So when I worked for the Reverence Project as a lead survivors advocate, not gangs, nothing to do with gangs. When I worked for the Reverence Projects under the tutelage and the direction of Akeem Rails, lifelong resident or a member from the Jordan Down Housing Projects, one of my mentors, when I worked for them, their funding didn't come from Grid. And if they're currently getting funded from Grid now, which I heard that they is, that's different, big dog. When I was working with them, they was getting money from CSSD, and whatever organization is CSSD, they specifically get allocated money to help people that have been survivors of violent crimes. Me and you are not the same, brother. But that misinformation that your homie gave you, he just made you look like a fucking retard. But let's get into this content, because this brother didn't said a lot, and now I'm not holding any punches. Check this out. Hold on. Since that nigga just tried to do that, and I didn't watch this video on this entire. Now let's finish the video. Then I'm gonna give you the point on Crib.
I didn't give the money to the cops. I'm gonna put the money to public safety. Like people that are gonna tend to intervene with violence, like help you get a job, help you stay off the streets, help you stop somebody that's like motivating, inspiring you. You don't have to shoot on nobody, go do this and that, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
They fund the money, bro. Right. It's not nothing had nothing to do with no police agency. That was just a narrative that was threw out there. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to put a narrative.
That was my perception of it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm be 100.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't doing this shit like I say. I've been doing construction and shit though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, grid is what? People were saying that it came out 2010, whatever like they said. I was in prison, bro, doing time.
Yeah.
So the stuff I was doing, they were like, man, that's not what Bow Wow was doing. No, that's not what Bow Wow was doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I meant to save with my community, save with my homies, my homegirls, you know what I'm saying? Helping you stay out of prison.
Yeah.
All right. Now watch this. Before Bow Wow went to prison, he was working with a brother from South Central. This brother from South Central, and this is some real shit, cuz I ain't even want to put all this shit out there like this. This brother from South Central, I ain't gonna stoop that low, cuz on PJ Crip, because this is shit that can bring people up on RICO charges. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna do. On that one, I'm gonna gracefully bow and I'm gonna shut the fuck up, because we don't need people being brought up on RICO charges, because this nigga is bringing misinformation to the internet to justify him underhand working for the United States government as an agent provocateur. So I'm gonna stay away from that one. But let's get into this right here, cuz. I told y'all about the Lexus situation. There was a time that where Bow Wow was in my living room, my cousin PJ Bam, and we sipping clear Remy. This one I'm off that clear Remy, like real heavy. Like I'm super on clear Remy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm getting a few dollars and all this and all that. Didn't want to really be drinking the dark skin, and all this and all. I'm off the clear Remy, the light skin Remy and all this and all that. So me and Bow Wow is having a conversation. My cousin PJ Bam, he leaves. Boom. Me and Bow Wow is in my living room. We having a conversation. I tell him it was a certain individual from the Nickerson Garden Housing Project that I did not want to work with. And we had recently got into a disagreement at a meeting, right? To where he was saying this, and essentially what the older brother was saying is that the PJs can't resolve their conflicts with the Gray Streets until the Bounty Hunters and the Gray Streets resolve their conflict because of the origin of that situation and all that. So me and him get into it, man. If the brothers from the Jordan Downs is willing to lay all this shit to rest, and we can come together and lay it to rest, and we gonna lay it to rest. We can't wait on y'all and this, that, and third, and y'all don't dictate how we interact with other communities. It was an unfortunate situation, all this and all that. But as long as we continue to hold ill will and continue to play this, you know what I mean, these crazy games and all this and all that, it's going to continue to prevent peace and continue to give individuals the opportunity to go out there and hurt each other. So I say, yeah, I don't want to deal with him. Bow Wow expressed his sentiments towards this older guy as well. Yeah, he's this, that, and third. He basically shared the same sentiments as I did. I fucked up when I told him that somebody had put me in contact with a brother from the Nickerson Garden Housing Projects who initials begins with an R. That now that I'm going to be going through him because he has more of a connection with the youngsters, this, that, and third. We supposed to be meeting here. We supposed to be doing this, that, and third. And somebody had mentioned your homie, Wooty Woo. I won't say the brother name right now. The facial expression that he made was like, when I said his homie, he looked like, oh, yeah. And then from that moment, he was disinterested in the conversation to where it just had an awkward silence until my cousin PJ Bam came back and they left. Soon after that, I met this other guy from the Jordan Down Housing Projects, and he and I began to build. And when we began to build, he had more of a relationship with a lot of the young guys from the Jordan Down Housing Projects. When we took a picture and I posted that on social media, shortly after that, that brother began to get harassed by the police, and so did I. Then Bow Wow gets into it and has a fight with one of his homies. When he get into it and have a fight with one of his homies, the police come and apprehend the guy for some shit that he didn't do. The information came from the nigga Bow Wow. Once I fucked up and was exposing too much and talked about and mentioned the guy name, the face that he made, I like, man, something ain't right there. Like, but it's their politics. It's not PJ politics. Then when I shared that picture of me and this guy and you know, this, that, and third, and us trying to really bring peace to Watts, I began to get targeted by the Los Angeles Police Department as well as that dude. Him and Bow Wow have a fight. He beat the shit out of Bow Wow, had Bow Wow running up 103rd and all that. And then shortly thereafter that, this brother get apprehended for some shit he didn't have nothing to do with. Now hold on. Bow Wow tried to create this clause or this agreement between my cousin PJ Bam and me, to where we would be the exclusive people that will be able to dialogue between the two housing projects. Bow Wow told my cousin PJ Bam, if any of your homies come and try to, like, you know, talk, we ain't gonna let nobody else take over this movement or, you know, come into a position that we're in. So I'm gonna let your homies know we don't want to talk with nobody but PJ Bam. And he like, and yeah, I told him, and yeah too. And he's like, you know, y'all got to do the same thing. If any of my homies try to backdoor me and come and start speaking up for Gray Street, y'all got to let them know, man, we don't want to talk to nobody but Bow Wow. No, I want to talk to whoever's most qualified. So this was the Bow Wow clause. This is what Bow Wow created. This is what Bow Wow had told PJ Bam as well as me, to put him in a position of relevance to where a motherfucker couldn't push him out the way, because now you got the PJ saying, we only want to talk to Bow Wow. No, I want to talk to whoever's qualified. I want to talk to whoever can assist in bringing peace to the community of Watts. I digress. I was approached by this officer by the name Harrell. And Officer Harrell, mind you, when I was conversing with Bow Wow, and I'm talking about the guy from the Nickersons named R, who I had just been placed in communication with, I was telling the story of, you know, how we interact, and I told him, like, no, man, I'm not on this. Like, man, if anything, I'm on some Malcolm X shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying, man? I'm on that political Malcolm X shit to bring our people together. This is what I informed Bow Wow as I repeated parts of the conversation that I had with the brother from the Nickersons whose initials begins with R. So one day, Officer Harrell, he push-ups on me. He see how much I love my community. Me and him then bump heads and got into it and so on and so forth. And he push-ups on me, and he informs me that I was a target. He informs me, and I'm actually like, how the fuck am I a target? Like, all I'm trying to do is just bring the gangs together. And he's telling me that there's a proper way to do that I have to go through the proper protocol and the people who do that. Why I got to go through them? If a motherfucker can make it happen independent of them, then so on and so forth. And he repeated something that was said in my living room to Bow Wow. That thing about Malcolm X. He tell me that I probably should stop trying to be Malcolm X, because a lot of people is hearing about my name, this, that, and third, and that's not the attention that I want, and to watch myself. That's what Officer Harrell told me. Oh, my mama. On PJ, this is what Officer Harrell tell a nigga. Watch this. They got that from Bow Wow. So one day, I'm going to go handle some business, because I was handling business, getting money out the streets. Not going to detail what it was, but it wasn't no crazy shit. You feel what I'm saying? For law enforcement and the FBI that's currently watching. I was doing what I had to do to take care of my kids that was in DCFS custody, try to get money for an attorney, and also look out for the individuals in the community who didn't have a father and mothers couldn't afford some things, right? So within me going from 114 over to 113, that's the residential area. That's the community part of the, well, can't call it the Imperial Courts Project because it's not the project, but it's the residential streets that's around the territory that's claimed by the PJ Watts Crips. One time, get up on me, whoop, wop, wop, wop. I hit the alley, boop, bop, 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 and all this and all that. They get up on me, right? So when they apprehend me, the police, they saw my video. I had a video that went viral of me, you know, riding my beach cruiser down the street and me telling the police, hey, man, move your car, because they was obstructing traffic. They were obstructing traffic and it wasn't necessary. So I said, hey man, move your car, man. Get your motherfucking car out the middle of the street. And then we get into it. I'm telling them, fuck the police and this, that, and third, and all this and all that. So within me having this, this dialogue with them, people saw the video and they shared it everywhere. So the police, the people who apprehended me, the officers, they tell me that they saw the video and hold on. They told me that they saw the video and that I needed to be careful to be the next of the Crips and the Bloods. They got that from Bow Wow. Another situation, right? They get the brother from the joint downs. He goes down. The police came to me one night, right? And they were going to kill me. My homie Tamale jumped in front of the gun when the police was about to blam me down. How I know that the police was about to kill me is because the way that he grimaced his face, it's what is it called? Kinesiology, the study of the body. When you're fighting a person, the person may make a certain face before they come in and swing, so you can read a person's body language. Man, that dude was about to shoot me in my head. He was going to kill me. My homie Doodog jumped in front of the gun, pushed the police. Word is bond, man. That's on my mama. The police came to kill me that night. He jumped in front of the police gun. He pushed the police and was like, run, yay, run. So as I'm running, I'm like, help, help. They trying to kill me. Everybody look. They trying to kill me. Police about to kill me. Help, help, help. They about to kill me. Hey, everybody, they about to kill me. Now people's coming out their doors because I'm screaming at the top of my lungs because these motherfuckers was there to kill me. They were stalking me. So I'm from the projects. I whoop, whop, whop. I got from the deep part of the bull where they can unalive me and it's nobody there to see anything, witness anything. And I was able to make it to almost the middle of the projects before they encountered me. They were there to kill me. They was there to get me out the way. So back to the story. I'm running. Help, 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 help. They about to try to kill me. They about to kill me. This, that, and third. People's coming out their doors and all this and all that. They got their guns on me. Now there's more officers coming. Where they come from, I don't know. So now they attacking me and all this, and they all up on me, and I'm telling them, hey man, I ain't did nothing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, why y'all doing this to me? This, that, and third, and all this. So the community come out now that they got they didn't come to apprehend me. They didn't come to take me to jail. I didn't do shit wrong. They came to kill me. But make a long story short, when they released me because there was too many eyes out there, the motherfucker tell me Malcolm X accepted his. He didn't run. He didn't run screaming and crying like a bitch. That's what the officer that had the gun told me on PJ. Nigga, they was about to kill me. That shit came from that nigga Bow Wow, and it was other shit that led to some more shit, but we gonna get into the content. Nigga, forgive me. Told y'all about the red Lexus situation. This is another situation, right? And I always kept myself up out of the social media shit between us and the young brothers from Gray Street, right? There was two situations. We're going to start with the first one. A little guy from Gray Street was beat up by some members from the PJ Watch Crips in conjunction or in concert with some cats from off the west side. I won't say that hood because I'm not trying to start no bullshit. My young homies is beating the shit out this little dude. Bow Wow gets in the comment and starts saying some vulgar shit and trying to check the little homies. Nigga, that's kid shit. What the fuck you in that for? So now several of the little homies is arguing with the dude Bow Wow. Bow Wow, oh man, that's on woolly woo because woo woo and all this and all that. Bow Wow, you grown as a motherfucker, my nigga. In another situation to where social media shit was about to escalate into some hood shit, I reached out to the dude that misinformed Bow Wow about where I worked at and what was my what was my position. I reached out to him. I said, hey, listen, man, this is what's going on. It's a video and individuals feel some type of way. And I just got word that some little dudes from over there is about to go and shoot in our projects. The dude LD like, man, let me get on it. I'm on it right now. Went and handle it. On that same video, you got Bow Wow, this grown ass man, arguing with some fucking teenagers. Oh, he ain't from the hood and this, that, and third. And if y'all really wanted to do this, y'all would do this. And like, nigga, you grown as a motherfucking, you arguing with fucking teenagers. When the little dudes from Gray Streets caught one of my little homies lacking and, you know, they pressed the line on him, I seen the video. I didn't comment on it. I didn't get on there, engage the young dudes from Great Streets that was saying some very disrespectful and disparaging things about the community that I come from. That's child's play. I'm a grown ass man. If anything, I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm gonna call a representative from over there and say, "Hey, how do we prevent this social media shit from escalating into gunfire?" As I have been doing. Even the individual that misinformed Bow Wow about, the position that I worked in, calling him. How do we resolve this shit? How do we keep it from going to gunplay? Now another situation transpired to where Bow Wow had put on a fight party. At that fight party, some people were hit with, you know what I'm saying? And he was infuriated. How dare these mother up my whoopty whoop and this, that, and third, and whoopty whoop, all this. He's going on one. He's going ape shit crazy when that situation transpired. What Bow Wow did was record the remains or a person laying out there deceased, uploaded it to the internet, thought about it, took it down, sent it to somebody else, and they uploaded it to the internet, and it became viral of a young brother getting a young brother being out there stretched out. Now, is that the work of a person who's fighting for peace? I could never do nobody child like that. And he tried to deny it, but when we had a conversation, he was like, "Oh no, well, like that dude do a lot of backtracking, cuz you took a video. This is a person that's supposed to be a person that's pushing peace. He took a video of somebody baby laid out there, stretched out, and he uploaded it to the internet, thought about it, sent it to somebody else, and then you can hear him in the background talking. Oh, that's what he get. This, that, and third, and wooty woo. Why you come over here?" Nigga, is that the words of a peacemaker? Me and Bow Wow had conversations. Every time we had conversations, this whole ass nigga go back and tell his homies, "Oh, don't talk to him. Don't do this. Oh, he this, he that." And woo woo, nigga, I don't speak on you like that. When I interact with my homies and other individuals, I don't speak poorly on you until the straw that broke the camel back happened, and now I'm pointing you out for being the motherfucker that you is, nigga. You agent provocateur. This nigga calls me with allegations about a particular individual from a particular section. I say, "I don't know about that. I don't see him doing that." I say, and I'm not being biased, but this individual doing that, oh, that ain't that individual's get down. What shortly thereafter that individual became the center of attention for the Los Angeles Police Department, to where the LAPD began to actively look for this guy. Then the LAPD went and apprehended this guy. Then the LAPD went and searched this guy's anywhere he was laying his head at. The LAPD was there. Bow Wow put the police on cuz. Bow Wow put the police on his homie that's doing life for some shit he didn't do. Bow Wow is a fucking confidential informant. When that PJ Bunny on the Great Street shit was kicking off and motherfuckers created a certain organization, Bow Wow was getting checks. Bow Wow was getting money under the table to influence certain people to go out and do certain things, dog. I don't need to lie about this nigga, dog. What the fuck I'm a lie? What do I benefit from lying on this nigga, cuz? You do with the information whatever you choose to. But it's no deceit in me. I'm not here to hide or cover up a motherfucking thing. Bow Wow is a snake. When I resigned for working for the Reverence Project, when I resigned, when I was told to resign because of some alleged gangster shit that happened. You understand me? Bow Wow know what's up. Alleged gangster shit. This nigga Bow Wow goes on a rant about fuck Akila Sherrill. Man, that nigga can't tell you to resign. That ain't how that shit go, man. Listen to me. Yeah, man, I've been doing this shit for a long time. listen, man, that nigga can't tell you to do that. See, that nigga couldn't fire you for this, that, and third. That's why he told you to resign. Man, I say, hell no, fuck that nigga. If you want me to resign this, that, and third, see, that's why I backed up off Aquila. I stopped fucking with Aquila because Aquila a snitch. I say, never. I say, Aquila? He said, yeah. He said, man, when that shit went down with Busy Bone, he said, man, Aquila had reached out to me and they said that if I gave, you know, the fake ass chain, the fake ass watch and all this back, whoopty whoop and all this and all that, that it went to there. And then next thing I know, they saying that Aquila said this, that, and third, and then we in jail. Oh, Steve-O, man, I ain't listen, dog. I ain't here to make up nothing about no nigga. This is actual facts. Nigga, that's on my mama. Nigga, that's on my son. But now you working for his organization. So did he tell on you? And did he give the police, the trinkets back and all this and then told on you, or what's going on? Because now you didn't crawl your ass back over there and you back working for him. Okay, that's one situation. A situation that takes in between my projects and they projects. This nigga tell us, man, I was hoping them young PJs came through and did they stuff because my little homies think they tough. And when I be trying to talk to them, man, they think they know more than me. So them little niggas, they going to have to see some real shit happen. They going to have to see somebody get flatlined and all this and all that so that they can understand like this shit is real and the motherfucker ain't just doing this for none. Like they think they know everything. Them niggas don't listen to the older homies and they think they running shit and whoopty whoop. So man, I was hoping them little PJs came over there and did this, that, and third. Nigga, you a fucking traitor. Another situation transpired between two projects. And this is what this nigga say. He say, man, when that happened like that, like I understood it. He say, man, I would have gave them niggas a particular person just so we can smooth it over. But when they jump, or when that person came over there, came in the backyard and did that, the whoopty woo woo, it's like, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to fix this. Nigga, you will feed one of your particular homies to the wolves to prevent a gang war. Nigga, that's treasonous, my nigga. It's so much shit that I can say about this COINTELPRO government operative ass nigga. Man, listen, dog. Bow Wow ain't that nigga that he proclaimed to be. This nigga done been in concert with us and seen a motherfucker that did something to one of his people. And motherfuckers telling like, if you want to fight him, if you want to beat his ass, go beat his ass. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Oh no, we see, man, you know, no, nigga. You be expressing this and expressing that, nigga. You inquired about the nigga. See, that's the thing when I be talking about negativity. When you acknowledge negativity, you allow it to manifest in your life. Nigga, you was talking all this gangsta ass shit about this particular person. And then when you see nigga that did something to people with your own motherfucking eyes, you coward ass nigga, and motherfucker say, go fight him. Go whoop his ass. Go avenge your folks. Oh no, see, man, come on, dog. You ain't the nigga that you proclaim to be, dog. I hate that you even made this video. I hate that P Nice even gave you the platform to come on there and start talking this bullshit that you talking, because now the motherfucker got to expose you for being a snake and a scary ass nigga that you is. And whatever's the ramifications for this, my nigga, I'm ready to deal with them. Dog, is you. Fuck all this playing, my nigga. Nigga, use a no good ass nigga, dog. You use a fucking agent provocateur. Nigga, use a fucking government informant. And if I sit back and I just think over certain things, just like he got a partner from his section. He say like, man, I don't know why you talk to him, man. That nigga ain't no nigga over there, man. That nigga whoopty whoop and all that, man. You know what that nigga known for? I say, what kind known for? He say, man, trying to come in and put in work on y'all, and your homie shot him up. Man, that stupid ass nigga, this, what? I didn't even know that this representative from the Jordan Downs that I was trying to bring peace with was an individual that had tried or attempted to take violent actions in Imperial Courts housing projects. He went over there, he tried to catch a body, and he fuck around and almost got bodied. I didn't notice until Bow Wow exposed him as being an insignificant Grape Street member. A nigga that talk poorly and talk bad about his own homies is a nigga that you can't trust. That nigga's no good. This is crazy. Hold on. Hey, cuz, I'm gonna be responsible with my words. Bow Wow, you's a bitch. And I typically don't talk like this on the internet, cuz, but whatever gangster shit you want to get into, or whoever's your advocates and your supporters, man, fuck it, nigga. Let's just get into some gangster shit, nigga. Fuck all this bullshit. Fuck all that, nigga. Use a no good ass nigga, dog. Nigga, use a threat to our community, nigga. And the nigga ain't gonna even talk about all the other shit that you done said about your homies, nigga, when you was over there cooling with us, nigga. Even about an individual that can be considered a general that my homies love and got respect for. Nigga, you's a no good ass nigga, dog. And I'm surprised your homies don't see you for being a motherfucking snake that you is, nigga. You's a snake ass nigga. But let's get back into the content.
Helping you stay alive. So we do events. We help with I don't care if you need gas money, you need some shoes, you need help with anything, birthday parties. We're gonna help you get that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just keep the streets safe, keep everybody busy doing something. That's always been my thing. Like, man, let's help let's save our community. Let's keep them busy with events. Let's keep them doing this. I'm not doing this is something what I'm doing is what I learned from homies from Bonnie Hunters. Homies from PJs, my big homies, they always do it. They been doing this shit.
Yeah.
Why is a problem when Bow Wow do it? You feel me?
Right.
Saving the streets, saving the community. How's the issue?
So where does the perception of people being police and informers come from because they work for Grid?
Some people in their head it's police shit because when you say, I guess we utilize the word police in our own community, or it comes with communicating with the police. When they police pull up, you got people that get in front, like be a spokesperson for the community. Like, no, I got my homies, they this spokesperson for the hood. You have people like that. So if you talking to police one-on-one, some people have a problem with that. Like what I always did was what I did in jail. Like if the police pull up and I want to address them something, I always took one of my homeboys with me. Mm-hmm. Like, look, I'm gonna ask them this, woo.
This nigga's a fucking
So when people's doing one-on-one with the police, this is a different era doing that. They've been saying, I think that shit started in 2010, like 11 and 12, as they said. I was in jail though. And they were like, when Grid came, I don't know what, Grid was something for people to get like that. I don't know, I don't really know.
Right.
Like that. But this is what all what I just said is assumption. Like, it's the only thing it can be.
I know a person. A lot of people say, well, who's snitching from Grid? This, that, and third. I can give you an example of a motherfucker that was supposed to be a reputable or a public figure in the community of Watts that was working for the police that made statements against individuals and helped the police solve the homicide case of one of his loved ones that passed away. So when motherfuckers say, man, y'all can't produce not one person that snitched from Grid, that's a motherfucking lie, and I can't. All the right people got to do is just challenge me, and I'll confirm those documents, and I will prove to you that there's individual who work for Grid that's actually snitches. See, this shit with Bow Wow go way back. How the fuck do you get halftime for robbing a celebrity and the shit was all over the news? If we gonna be realistic and have a real conversation, nigga, how you get halftime off a robbery? And the individual that has a previous criminal history, a previous criminal record. Nigga, they took me down for a pistol and was trying to give me 21 years. If it wasn't for the script of Imperial Dreams and Malik Vithal paint me as a different type of person than what law enforcement in the game you paint me as, nigga, I'd probably just be getting out or I'd still be walking off that 21-year bid. Nigga, they tried to give me 21 years for a pistol. Ain't pop nobody, ain't do none of that. Just had a pistol. And then you got to understand when this brother got this time, when he was on the news describing the individual that had robbed the rapper Busy Bone, they acknowledged them or him as being a Great Street Watts Crip member. That's gang enhancement. This is around the time that the Gray Streets was under gang injunction. How the fuck you get halftime for a serious or violent crime? I mean, anybody that did time, anybody from the streets, nigga, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, cuz. Am I wrong? Man looks and sounds to be in his 50s. He damn near 50. How old is Bow Wow? Bow Wow is older. Bow Wow is like at least 47. Sounds like he's trying to clear up the informant stuff. He can't clear it up. That nigga's a fucking informant. Not only, hey, listen, man. I got to try to find this documentary that they did on some key individuals from Watts. There was an honorable guy from Watts. I don't want to say the name and all this, and people get offended. But this guy was an honorable guy. Hey, it's all good, OG. I'm gonna hit you when I get off this situation. But I know what the real is. It ain't no thing. I get with you. All this and all that. Like, come on, man. Like, this shit is chess. It's not checkers, big dog. But getting back to what I was saying, it was an honorable guy from a part of Watts that the LAPD, working in conjunction with a brother from out of South Central and a few organizations, they wanted this brother to be an informant. They propositioned him to be an informant. We can give you money, this, that, and third. He said, hell no, nigga, you got me fucked up. Like, no, that ain't, no, hell no. They say, well, we want you to operate in this capacity and we will pay you to keep down this, that, and third. So they wanted to keep somebody, they wanted to get somebody on payroll so that they when they file paperwork, they can say, well, we got this person employed. But this dude wouldn't snitch. This dude wouldn't play ball the way that they wanted him to play ball. Shortly thereafter, they discovered this dude named Marlo Jones. That's Bow Wow. They got Bow Wow, and Bow Wow to do all the shit that this individual that had integrity, morals, and principles wouldn't do. And Bow Wow commenced engaging in ignominious conduct, working for essentially the federal government. Because if these motherfuckers is giving you a check and paying you under the table to get individuals to go and do things to other individuals, then what is that, my nigga? That's an agent provocateur, is it not? That's a federal operative. Let's get back into the content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe some people was, you know, like, I don't know. It probably was, because why people was doing this whole type of stuff?
Right.
Because he said, when he did the thing on me, he said, I'm getting the money and doing OG picnics. I'm like, bro, I'm not even tied to none of this shit. I'm construction. I'm part of the redevelopment of the Jordan Downs. I'm over here working.
Wait.
I'm working out on, I'm saying, like, what did you connect me with all this shit for,
let's
bro?
Let's back up real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
So you was never...
Pause. Check this out. I don't need to lie about a motherfucking thing. You can go on social media. And it's crazy that he denied this. Anybody from Watts, cuz y'all see through this shit. Listen, on my word as a man, there was picnics that this guy didn't put on for his OG homies. Oh, big homies, I'm going to do this and do that. All y'all got to do is just pull up, have drink. I'm going to have this, that, and third. And it's all on me. Nigga, how the fuck is that not you putting on and paying for the OG picnics that you said you was doing to commemorate and show and express respect to your big homies? Now you just went on something that's permanently on the internet and denied it. Nigga, how the fuck could you deny it and you got your big homies that's on the internet saying all good shit, Wowzer? You put that on, man, we proud of you. Man, you're a real young homie. Now you're saying that you didn't do it. For you to deny it, that means that it must be rooted or tied to some ignominious conduct or some dishonorable shit. Why would you deny it? How you gonna deny something that's on the motherfucking internet? But this is the type of nigga that say shit and then he snatch it down from the internet. LOL, Bow Wow only have P-Nice food. Serious existing record and convicted of another serious crime, seems leniency would only occur with cooperation with the DA. That's all I'm saying. But let's get back into the content.
never even part of the grid program.
I was never part of the grid program.
You was just Unity 1.
I was Unity 1.
And that was with Pete Carroll and all them dudes. Not even really with the police. It was Pete Carroll, them, and you was just taking care of your community.
The police, it's fun.
You are a part of the grid. The organization that you work for now, when I was working for the Reverence Project, they got their money from CSSD, and they used to put on this event called Ivor Speak. Had nothing to do with gangs. I used to go to downtown LA and help individuals lock in services. I used to go to different organizations and vet the services that were given to individuals who were homeless and victims of violent crimes. Nothing to do with gangs when I was there. The Reverence Project's whole mission was to help people that had survived violent crimes. And a lot of people that we were working with were individuals who survived some form of actual, put an S in front of it, molestation or assault. But currently, the Reverend Project do receive money from the GRID program. Let's call GRID and see if we can get somebody to confirm or deny this. Hold on. GRID number. Hold on. We're going to call GRID. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Is not in service. Please check the number and dial again. Or dial 611.
Let's get the GRID number. Yeah, hold on. Let's get the number to the GRID. Damn. Hold on. I'm trying to get the number to the GRID. We gonna speak truth to power. Okay, this may be it.
Services, how can I help you?
Hello, how you doing today, ma'am? Is this the GRID program?
No, let me go ahead and provide you with the phone number,
Okay, thank you so much. Got an issue with my pay organization that I work for. They said that I have to call GRID to report the pay issue. I'm ready for the number when you're ready.
Oh, you're an employee here at Alma Family Services?
No. I'm an employee for the Reverence Projects. My name is James Jackson, and I'm calling because I had an issue with my pay, and I know that the individuals that paid the Reverence Project is through the GRID.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and provide you with the phone number.
Okay, I'm 323 264 2596. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Forgive me, I gotta do a little plan to make it believable. Hey, y'all forgive me, I gotta do a little plan to try to get them to, give the information that we're desiring or I'm desiring.
You were trying to reach the voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try to call again later.
Hold on, let's try one more time. Nah, nigga can't play with my name and reputation and all this and all that. Nigga, what are you, crazy? Cause you a snitch and an agent provocateur. Like, nigga, don't try to recriminate in accusations where they're not fitting. Like, you can't put that on me. Nigga, when I worked for the Reverence Projects, nigga, I worked as a lead survivors advocate. Nigga, that's on my motherfucking resume. Nothing to do with none of that shit that you do. Hold on. Maybe if we go on the website, we can get the number off the website. This may wait. On the website. About to prove some real shit to you. Hey, how you doing? I'm trying to call the grid program and they sent me to this number. I apologize. Okay, this is what the situation is. My name is James Jackson, and I work for the Reverence Project. My check wasn't what it was supposed to be. I complained, but unfortunately, we made a decision for to go separate ways, so I no longer work there. So when I'm making my complaints, they said that I had to contact the Grid Project to try to get the money that they owe me because you all fund the Reverence Project.
Okay, and do you know this grid like here at Mansfield?
It's Grid is Los Angeles. Gang reduction and youth development.
Because we have a program here that is grid,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not sure if that might be another. Like, give you this number?
Yeah, when I just Google, it say Legacy LA, but when I Google Grid, okay, forgive me, it says Gang Reduction and Youth Development Legacy LA. So do you have a number like to the corporate office or to the main office that you can give me?
Like the headquarters of Legacy LA. Give me
Thank you. That nigga fucked up. I don't feel like waiting. I don't feel like waiting that long. It's all good. I'm about to conclude this live and I'll be back live sometime soon. Um and just to put this information out there, when I was working for the Reverence Project, it wasn't contracted through Grid. I didn't operate in that capacity. I worked as a lead survivors advocate to help people get rehabilitation services, taking them to the spa to release trauma that stays in the body after traumatic situations and experiences, all this and all that. So the name of the organization that the Reverence Project was getting paid for when I was there was I think CCSD Family Support Victims Advocacy Family Services. So that bullshit that he talking about, man, that's a fucking fallacy. Hold on, let me see if we got it right here. Let me see. Hold on 1 minute. This is me with what's this dude name? It ain't Gascon, but this is me when I worked for the Reverence Project and when I was also on the board of the Watts Neighborhood Council, not the Watts Gang Task Force, where all that shit, transpires and goes at with motherfuckers working with the police and all this and all that. I forget what this politician dude name is. But when I tell you I was up there, when I tell you that I was really in a position to change the dynamics of our community, man, this shit is where it's bond. And this is why they wanted to unalive me. Hold on. This is me doing community events and all this. When I worked for the Reverence Project for survivors of violent crime. This nigga crazy. Hold on. Let me see. Essentially, what this dude tried to say is, hold on. Essentially, what this dude tried to say, this when I was wearing suits and all this type of shit and dealing with all these politicians and politicking for the advancement of our people and all this and all that. This is me. You play upon a Bobby A. Jones, speaking up for victims and individuals who were underrepresented, underserved, and all this type of shit. Like, this is when I was learning politics, actual politics. But it seems like what the nigga tried to say is, I'm a snitch, but he a snitch too. Man, get your stupid ass up out of here. You dumbass imbecile. Hey, baby, y'all, hey, man, y'all step and be blessed. Keep the lives going, yeah. I would just leave it alone. You know what type of two-headed snake the guy is. Yeah, man, like Bow Wow's a cold motherfucker. Like, you feel me? Like, man, that nigga's a cold nigga, but it's all good. Y'all step and be blessed, man. Something else I wanted to say, but being that it's not on my mind, I guess God don't want me to reveal say it, but the way that guy talks about his homies when he's not around his homies, not cool. Not cool at all. If it's anybody on the internet or in person, they can come on in and say, Bobby Ye, you said some disrespectful or you said some treasonous shit about your homies, and I want to come on and address it with you. Let's do it. Like, you feel me? I don't do shit like that. But he do a lot of it. I guess there was a power struggle in certain people communities and all that. And what this nigga wanted to do is eliminate the competition. So what the government began to do was give him money to put on certain hood-oriented events. That's on my mama, dog on PJ. Man, this shit get deep. Y'all ain't understanding how deep this shit get. With certain shit and certain people that I can implicate, I got receipts. A motherfucker sent me the wrong email when he resigned from working for law enforcement. On Steve, this shit ain't no game. Bow Wow, stop playing with me, my nigga. Nigga, your handler, nigga. A nigga that I know for sure was designated to be your handler and give you money, my nigga. I got an email that they accidentally sent me when he was resigning from a position of working with the police. Stop playing with me, you stupid ass nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, dummy? Nigga, you ills everything that I said that you ills, my nigga. And if you in your feelings about it, my nigga, then suit up. Nigga, strap up. Get cracking. I'm done with it. I mean, if anybody come on here, challenge anything to say or say this, that, and third, then I'm willing to come back on here and clear my name. As far as going after this dude, you do with the information whatever the fuck you choose to. If you look at him as a snitch, an agent, provocateur, a person that can't be trusted by the community of whites, and let alone his homies, because the shit that he top game and say, and when he was around us, it's like, damn, my nigga, can you be trusted? Ooh, he's a snake, dirty motherfucker. But y'all step and be blessed. Whack 100, 600. Y'all talked about Big U, all this and all that, but then y'all brought this type of nigga to y'all platform that's for sure involved in the shit that y'all say Big U was guilty of. What's up with the hypocrisy and the picking and choosing, Whack 100 and 600? Y'all brought this nigga to y'all platform and had Whack 100 breaking it down and explaining itself to a motherfucking agent provocateur and a confidential government informant. Free that brother from the other side that's doing life because he's implementing some shit that he ain't have a motherfucking thing to do with it. Y'all still be blessed, man. It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. Too black, too strong. We all we need, we all we got. Let's live in peace before we be forced to rest in it. All power to the people and all praise be to the Most High God. I'm gone.